the usual gang of misfits and dope addicts are here.
Vince is bored in Bluffdale. He says in Bluffdale.
Well, that was annoying.
Okay.
It was. It was annoying. I think it was meant to
right.
be annoying.
All right. On this day, in 1977, Buzzcocks released their debut EP, Spiral Scratch, one of the earliest punk releases by a British band.
Interesting thing about that song says Boredom announced. Here's something that such an obvious statement. Announced punk's rebellion against the status quo.
Isn't all punk rebellion against the status
But this
quo?
one announced it.
Oh.
This one announced it. Simon Reynolds, he's the critic. Did they do a song called Orgasmatic?
Yes.
That's the first Buzzcock song I ever heard. Was Orgasm Addict. Somebody gave it to me. But they didn't stay together very long.
No.
Just enough to cause some trouble. Mm-hmm. People died,
Yeah.
and the band member who wrote Boredom said he left the band just as the song was released, saying, "I get bored very easily. I don't want to do this anymore."
I've looked up songs about boredom.
Yeah.
Songs about boredom.
I mean, the one that came to mind before I looked that up was Green Day Longview, because that's about,
Being
Yeah.
bored.
Well, yeah.
he's so bored he's going blind.
Yeah.
But we've got, I didn't know Pet Shop Boys had a song called Being Boring.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. Now, is this a boredom song? Otis Redding sitting on the dock of a bay?
I guess so.
Wasting
Wasting
time.
time.
Wasting time. Waiting for the tide to come in.
But I don't think I don't get a sense that he's bored
I do.
in that song. I think
He's got nothing to do.
he's just enjoying the afternoon.
This is Pet Shop Boys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bored already.
It says it reflects how youth seems exciting in retrospect. Like you don't appreciate it when kids are like, "I'm bored," and you look back and go, "You don't know how good you had it, son."
Invitations to teenage parties, dress in white, one said with quotations from someone's wife, a famous writer in my 1920s.
There's also George Thorogood, "I Drink Alone," with nobody else.
Okay, Otis.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes.
That's all day.
Watching the ships roll in, and then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
This is a song about being lonely.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
And this loneliness won't leave me alone.
Yeah.
It's 2,000 miles I've got.
Yeah, I don't think he's bored. I think he's.
I left
You can
my
be
home
bored and lonely, Gina.
We weren't allowed to say bored when I was a kid. It
Oh,
was.
yeah?
We weren't allowed to say shut up or bored, because if you said you were bored, Mary Claire would say, "I'll find something for you to do," and it was not anything fun. It would be a chore of
Now,
some
my mother used to say, "You're bored? I'll give you something to be bored about." What's this?
I drink alone.
I prefer to be by myself.
Well, this guy's just a curmudgeon.
Every morning just before breakfast, I don't want no coffee or tea. Just me and my good buddy Wiser. That's all I ever need, 'cause I drink alone.
Budweiser for breakfast.
Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself.
Yeah, we couldn't say shut up or bored.
Shut up.
Or if we said we were bored, my mom would say only boring people get bored. Find something to do.
She was quite the philosopher, wasn't she?
Yeah, I mean it's a good way to think about things, I think.
Beer is for breakfast round here. Drink or be gone.
I've never understood boredom. I don't think I'm ever bored.
You never bored?
I don't think so.
Nothing to do?
Because it's easy to remedy that situation if you feel it coming on. I just pick up a good book.
What are you reading now, Bill?
As You Like It by William Shakespeare, and House of Leaves by Poe's brother.
Poe had a brother?
I can't think of his name now.
Shemp Poe? Shemp Allen Poe?
Poe the singer.
Oh, Poe the singer.
Yeah, her brother writes novels, and he wrote a novel called House of Leaves, which is 1,500 pages long.
Why?
I'm trying. It's a horror novel, and it's full of it's very strange. It's full of footnotes and cross references, and yeah, it's.
Does it think too much of itself?
I don't.
Sounds like it thinks too much of itself.
Well, I don't know yet. I've read a lot of reviews of it who would speak very highly of it, and people who say it is the most terrifying book I've ever read.
I'd say settle down, Mark Danielewski.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
House of Leaves. I got that right, didn't I?
Yes.
It's a beautiful book. I mean, it's just beautifully put together. I don't know.
Andrew says it's about 700 pages.
Yeah. I exaggerated a bit.
And a lot of that is index.
Yeah, a lot of index, a lot of footnote. And you kind of have to cross-reference sometimes when you're reading it.
It sounds complicated.
It is complicated. So you probably don't want to have anything. You know what it is, though, Gina? It's weird.
It's weird.
That's what it is. It's weird. You don't want anything to do with that.
You just want a straight-ahead story.
Yeah, just
beginning,
tell me a story.
middle, and end.
It's a difficult lift, I must say. But As You Like It by William Shakespeare, it's a piece of cake compared to that book.
His new book is about 900 pages of two guys going after a lost horse.
Yeah, I read a review of that. I think the reviews were generally pretty good. What's the name of it, Andrew? I can't remember. He likes to write long. He was writing a series of novels. There were, and each one of them was supposed to be like 500 pages long, and it was a series. And he said, "I'm going to write 20 of these," but he gave up on that.
See, he can't even write that much. Can he expect you to read it?
Tom's Crossing is the name of that book. And what's the author's name again? Danielewski?
It's Daniel and then Ewski. Danielewski?
Uski?
Uski. It's about two teenagers who steal horses to save them from slaughter, leading to the supernatural horror-filled adventure in 1980s Utah, involving rising dead, falling mountain, and a bloody conflict with a local villain.
I should read it if I ever finish House of Leaves. All right, we take a break here?
All right, let's.
This has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96, Radio from Hell.
Yes, we will take a break here, and we'll come back, and you can join us for a book chat. 877-602-9696 is the phone number to reach us. Check in with us here in the morning. I'd like to hear from you, 877-602-9696. If you haven't checked out the moon, you better go take a quick look at it. It is beautiful this morning, low in the sky. 877-602-9696, or you can text us at 33986.
Zero Res.
Zero Res can come to your house and make things all better. They can clean it.
I mean, come on, they're good, but I mean, are they that good?
I don't know. I feel better when things are clean. And you might be saying, "Well, I always clean my carpets in the summer because it's warm and then they dry faster, and I don't want to deal with it in the wintertime." You can deal with it in the wintertime with Zero Res because they have their patented technology. You get your carpets clean the right way without the use of detergents or harsh chemicals. Helps them stay cleaner longer while being safe for kids and pets. And unlike traditional cleaners, Zero Res leaves your carpets dry in hours, not days. You can have them come in the morning and they'll be dry by the time the kids get home from school. You can get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned right now for only $119. Also, ask them about their air duct cleaning. While they're there, you may as well have those done too. Recover from the holiday craziness. Start with your best foot forward this new year. Call 866-0RES or go online at zerores.com.
I have here, a letter that people perhaps would like to hear me read.
You mean an email of interest?
Yeah.
An email of interest.
Bill, my name is Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Another listener from Perry City. We all have events in our lives that seem to happen and remind us of how fortunate we are, and sometimes we find that we are so close and yet so far away. Mm-hmm. I listen via the podcast, and therefore I'm sometimes a day or two behind, depending on how much I am able to listen. Anyway, I found myself in Fargo, North Dakota this week for work. Now, that makes it sound like I don't know how I got there. I finished up for the day and found a park to go run around and turn on the show. I, like you, had been invested in hearing the outcome of the Karcher Mall polar bear. That evening as I ran, you teased that you had, in fact, received a letter from Sketchy Blake about the polar bear. I listened during my run and returned to the hotel to get to bed as I had a 5 a.m. flight the next morning. The next morning, I got on my flight, and when I landed in Minneapolis, I had a walk and some time between my next flight home, so I popped on the show, and you started to read the email from Sketchy Blake, and I soon realized that the polar bear is in the Cabela's in Fargo, North Dakota, where I had just come from.
Wow.
If I had only run for 10 more minutes, I might have been able to get a picture of the polar bear. I should have done 2 laps around the park, albeit it was a pretty large park. I'm sorry. I was lazy and I failed you.
No, you.
But anyway, there might be a chance that I'll return to Fargo soon and hopefully redeem myself. But then it might not be very topical by then. No, I've got a news for you, Dave. It wasn't topical to begin with.
It's timeless. It's a timeless story of my youth.
I guess that is how my life goes sometimes. So close, yet so far away. Thanks for letting me listen. Dave from the most of Pear.
Perry.
It doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Another listener from Perry City.
So to backtrack, if you missed the story, I told a story of my youth in Nampa, Idaho, and I remembered going to Karcher Mall, and the thing that I remembered about it was there was a giant stuffed polar bear on display there, and wondering what happened.
The first thing I would have wondered is why there was a giant stuffed polar bear on display at the Karcher Mall. And who is this Karcher?
I don't know. But I love that friends of the program, and this show would never work outside of Utah. And yet
that's what we have been
That's
told.
what we've been told. Yeah.
And yet we have people listening all over the world, and so close yet so far away in Fargo.
Well, I wish he had been able to.
That would have been cool.
But I guess he has to go to Fargo for work occasionally.
Oh, well, next time you're there.
Yeah, so I think he'll be able to maybe go to the Cabela's and get a picture of the polar bear.
Someone else might be listening in Fargo. It could be.
I suppose. If you're listening in Fargo, North Dakota? Yeah, North Dakota.
Yeah.
North Dakota right now, please give us a call.
Or better yet, just go to the Cabela's.
Take a picture of the
picture
polar
of
bear.
The polar bear. It's got a dead baby seal next to it, which I'm still baffled by.
It's not called Karcher Mall anymore.
Well, it's gone, isn't it?
No.
They renamed the mall?
No, the guy who went there, he said there are some shops still there. It's called District 208, formerly Karcher Mall.
That's a terrible name, District 208.
A shopping center. Well, I think maybe the Karchers didn't want their name associated with it anymore. Let's see, what do they have? They have a Buttery Food and Drug, a Tempo, Sprouse Rights, and let's see. Yeah, that's about it. They have a Joanne. No, they don't. Not anymore.
Nobody has a Joanne's.
No. The Big Five Sporting Goods. Let's see. So here's the history of Karcher Mall.
There's a whole history?
Yeah. You can find the history of anything.
District 208 is a terrible name. That sounds like, future military base, District 208.
Well, I think if you know anything about modern day Nampa, they're very
dystopian.
Yeah. The Karcher Mall, it featured 2 movie theaters at one time. Now none. It's seen better days.
Yeah. Well, once they took the polar bear out,
no reason to go there anymore.
Downhill from there.
Bon Marché.
Six.
All right, 622. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, let's do that. Please, if you will, check in with us, though. 877-602-9696. That's the number to call. We like to hear from you in the morning, so make it happen. 877-602-9696, or you can text us at 33986. Shall I keep going, Gina?
Just do it.
All right, the moon is beautiful, 92.4% of full, a waxing gibbous moon. Let's see, the next moon set will be today at 6:15. So you probably have already missed it then. 6:15 this morning, the moon was to set. This is Friday. Oh, by the way, there's this beautiful bright star in the sky every night. Have you noticed that as you drive to work? It's just this really bright star, kind of in the northwest quadrant, I guess. And I think it's Jupiter. I've been looking that up. But
and it's not a star at all.
Yeah, well, it's... and if anybody knows, let me know. It's Friday. It is the 30th day of January in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2026. It's National Fun at Work Day. Yeah, like that's going to happen. National Bigwig Day. You know why they call it a person of importance a bigwig?
I do not.
Well, wigs used to be a status symbol in British society, and it got to be the bigger your wig, the more status you would have.
Oh.
And so if you were really important, you had a really big wig. It's Yodel for Your Neighbor's Day, if you want your neighbors to hate you.
Yes.
National Croissant Day. You know, I've been thinking about doing a restaurant, something like the Scone Cutter, except with croissants.
Croissant cutter?
What do you think? You think that? Probably not.
I'll go. And
You'd try it? Maybe I'll do it.
I'll bring a date.
I miss the fries at the Scone Cutter. They had good fries.
It's National Draw a Dinosaur Day. If you need help, Katie can help you do it.
Yes.
Bored? Well, it sounds to me like you need a heaping, happy, helpful spoonful of an all-new edition of the show for people who feel like hell in the morning. It's Radio from Hell, starring the Lords of Morning Radio. That's Kerry Jackson right there. I'm Bill Allred right here. Gina Barberi over there. She is a Lord of Morning Radio. Katie for short, our dinosaur fanatic and fine producer, is there in the booth behind me. Dawson is here. Hi, Dawson. And the dog he's sacked, right? Yeah, he's out. Yep. Vax is there. And Hudson is probably sleeping at a desk in the back of the
I saw him getting a Twix bar for breakfast.
Oh, good.
He's ready to go.
Healthy eating. That's good. All right, check-ins now, 877-602-9696 or texts 33986.
We'll start with Whitney.
Hello, Whitney. Where are you?
Good morning, lords and ladies.
Morning.
I am in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Long time friend of the program. I mean, I've called in. You guys actually dedicated a show to me.
We
when
did.
My daughter passed away.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
you did.
well.
Yeah, so that was really cool of you guys. And I had actually sent you a letter saying, thank you for making me laugh for the first time after she passed, because I hadn't smiled or laughed forever.
Yeah.
And then you guys dedicated. But I listened to you guys, and the first time I laughed after she passed was listening to you guys.
Oh,
I'm glad we could
And I
do
just
that.
want you guys to know how important you are. So I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I know you guys hate it, but Evanescence is coming, and I happen to love them.
No, I don't hate
I
Evanescence.
was listening the other morning, and you guys played My Immortal, and Gina was saying, I know there's somebody out there that likes this
See?
music.
And it was you. I was thinking of you.
I don't.
That's me.
I don't
And-
dislike
and
Evanescence.
my granddaughter,
Yeah.
I think she has an amazing voice, but my 15-year-old granddaughter really wants to go to her show for her birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wondering how would be the best time to get, would be the best way to get hold of management or something, so I could see if I could get a meet and greet for her.
Oh.
Is there any way to do that?
Geez, that's
Those are tricky.
it's
Oh,
I don't know. I would suggest seeing how I don't know exactly how you do it, but if you could reach out to the people who handle the band on the road.
Yeah.
You know, the people
okay.
that travel with them.
That's what I will try.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't,
that's a great idea. I mean, if not, but I just thought it would be a pretty awesome
Yeah.
birthday present because she loves her so much.
Sometimes, bands these days offer meet and greet opportunities that you can purchase. They
Yeah.
have like special events
Oh,
before the show or
Okay.
after the show sometimes. So I would go to, I
Cool.
think that it's at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater. So
First
that,
why,
you mean USANA?
I mean, yeah, it used to be. You saw. So I go to the Live Nation website where you buy the tickets for it, and
Okay.
I bet sometimes they have a VIP opportunity or an.
Right.
Yeah, they
I don't
might
know
have
if they
something
do
like
for that show, but that's a place to start too.
All right.
Okay, cool. You guys, thanks so much.
Thanks,
for
Whitney.
taking the
Yeah.
time out, and I just love you guys. Have a great day.
You
thanks.
too. Thank
you.
See ya.
Let's see. We got Tom now.
Tom in Salt Lake. Hi, what's up?
Hey, sorry to double call. I think I called yesterday, but you said Jupiter, and I'm going to tell you something weird. Yeah, it's weird that came to my mind. I think it is Jupiter, the planet that you're looking at.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as you said Jupiter, I went, I haven't seen the movie Capricorn 1 forever. I think I'm going to watch that show.
Well, does
Have you seen that show?
I don't.
does it have anything to do with Jupiter?
It must have.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. No, it's about the fake moon landing.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the fake. Their version of the conspiracy of the fake moon landing, and
Yeah.
it's kind of corny. It's a corny show.
O.J.
There's some
Simpson.
good actors in it.
Yeah, OJ's in it.
Simpson's in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They I think he dies. But
Good.
That's weird, isn't it? Weird thought.
Huh.
So I thought I'd
All
share
right.
it with you.
Your mind does that sometimes. It'll take
Thanks.
you off in a direction you weren't anticipating.
That's true.
Thank you, Tom. See
All right,
you later.
Tom. We'll see you.
You see, that's how you check in. Just anything like that is
Yeah.
fine.
Sketchy Blake of Ogden wishing my daughter the best of luck at regional high school swim finals in Heber today.
Good luck, Dawson.
Mixer driver Shane checking in from beautiful downtown Salem.
Is there a downtown in Salem?
Yeah.
Like a little main,
main
street,
street?
or shop?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there, but I don't recall.
There's not much to it. Yeah. Let's see. John the Liberal in a literal coal mine checking in. Zane of Dallas checking in. Mill Creek Coffee isn't boredom. Is that wine-drinking James guy in today?
Jimmy Santangelo is coming in today.
Amanda, Nora, and Willow checking in.
Oh, later in the show, we have some wonderful footage of Nora, the blind dog that Amanda has sent us. We'll show that later on.
Tasha from North Ogden. Looks like everybody's here, so let's begin. Traffic, Gina.
Well, Chaz the Snowman says, watch out in Syracuse and Roy area. It's foggy and nasty out here. Yeah, it's much like it was yesterday, especially the further north you go. So just a reminder again about making sure your lights are on and that those roads can be slick where the fog is accumulating. So I don't have any accidents to tell you about so far this morning. That's good. But if you see something, let's see. Right Wing Way, it has one. Accident northbound I-15 to 8th North. No lanes are blocked. Accident westbound 201 at Redwood. An entry ramp center lane block starting to clear up. Wade's all over it. Are you? Let us know what you're seeing. 33986.
All right. Thank you very much. We will take a break. We'll be back after these messages and a song with some big boy news and Frank Christ Presents, the Dead Celebrity Game. Sean Means will be here reviewing movies for us. Boner of the Day coming up, Jimmy the Wine Guy, all of that and more. So stand by.
I've been doing these ads.
Who's been doing?
Well, Johnny has been doing the ads. I've been helping him research them for Beat Gina. And I've been going through so many of these old-timey ads for him.
So many of these things, I'm shocked they were ever a thing.
Well,
I'm really
that's sort of my
surprised.
point here. Let me just give you an example of some of them that some of them you've heard Johnny do, and some of them he hasn't done yet, or maybe won't. But like here's one that says, it shows a woman looking kind of really, I don't know, pensive and sad. Are you powdered to your satisfaction and to his? Your powder, what would you do without it? Yet usual powders have their faults, don't they? So you've got to powder yourself up for the man in your life.
He doesn't want you shiny? Is
That's
that
right.
what it
You
is?
don't want to be shiny.
What's wrong with shiny?
Here's one that says, if you've reached 30, here's a new miracle face bra. You wear it. You wear it at night to keep your jowls from sagging.
If you're 30.
Yeah, 30.
You mean like a baby. 30.
Yeah. It's
30 is young.
It's amazing. And there's here's one. I won't stay in this house another minute. The big brute is complaining that all of his shirts are telltale gray. After that, after I've slaved over them, and then she gets Fells Nap the soap, and the shirts are
So
great.
this is misogyny ads?
Oh
Is
my
that-
God! It goes on and on and on with the misogyny.
Where are the ads for men that
Here's
they should take care of?
Here's a beautiful woman. I like to sit home and knit. Oh, knit my eye. I bet you like to splash around. So get wise. Here's how. Use this cashmere bouquet powder.
in a bath?
Well, I don't know. And then here's a whole series of ads from airlines. The airlines, I remember this campaign really well. Fly me, and these beautiful stewardesses, fly me. Or here's one for Southwest Airlines. It's all of these really attractive stewardesses in short outfits, crowded around, and it says, "There's never been more love in the air."
Ew.
Yeah. Here's one. It starts with, "Don't worry, darling, you didn't burn the beer." She's burned the dinner, but the Schlitz beer is ready to go. Don't worry, you didn't burn the beer. Here's one. If your husband ever finds out you're not store testing for fresher coffee, this might happen to you. It's a guy with the woman over his lap, and he's spanking her.
You better not let him find out.
I've seen that one.
Yeah. Here's one that says, "Blow in her face and she'll follow you anywhere." And it's an ad for these little cigars.
So can I ask you, Bill, when these ads were really out there, and I know some of them you were exposed to, was the reaction at the time like that? Was that normal?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Cheryl. Fly me. And these
People
are,
weren't upset about it then.
So some of the ones like that one that I just did, that Johnny just did today for Put On Weight, that's from like the 30s.
So no,
and then
that's...
and then you move into the 40s, and there's more of it. And then you move into the 50s, and there's even more. And then you move into the 60s and 70s, and you get the beautiful stewardesses.
Yeah.
And it is so indicative.
I mean, just watch Mad Men. I mean, it's
I mean.
It's all there.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And it's because, you were asking for the ads aimed at men that way. Well, men were in charge.
Yeah, there weren't any.
So.
I mean, there were a few.
You should have a woman at home that looks beautiful, that's the right body style, that cooks you the right food, that washes your shirts the right way.
There were some ads where, there were a bunch of cigarette ads for various brands where there are two guys smoking, and one guy, "Oh man, this cigarette, I can't stand this. Well, here, try mine. Don't you're stupid for smoking those. A real man smokes these."
You know, there's a new right wing movement where they're talking about divorce and no fault divorce. Have you seen this?
Sure, that's the new thing.
That's the new thing, and they're saying that it's too easy for women to get out of marriages they don't want to be in. And this goes back to, and part of what they'll say is, in the good old days when these things were running, divorce was not as common. There's a reason women stayed in horrible, abusive marriages back then, because she couldn't buy a house or get a credit card or buy a car, or in some places have a job even. You got married and you stayed in a crappy marriage because you didn't have any other option.
Yeah, don't let anybody kid you about getting a divorce. If they say it's too easy to get a divorce today, it's not.
It's still not.
It's not.
Easy.
I mean, you can make it easy if you want to. My divorce was simple.
It's because you agreed on it.
Yeah. But women have to fight for every single thing all the damn time.
No, these are men who are horrible to their wives, and they're saying it's too easy for them to get out of it.
She's going to take me for everything I've got.
Yeah, my wife wants to divorce me because I'm horrible. We should make it impossible for them to divorce us.
This is happening.
I know.
It has ever been so.
And I ask the two of you, men, can you imagine, flip that around, if men were not able to get a divorce unless the woman agreed to it? You're in a horrible marriage, you want to get out, and you can't unless your wife agrees to it. Can you even process that is...
That's the thing, because it's been a patriarchy for so long, it's hard for men to imagine that kind of thing.
Now when I... when I was younger and growing up in these ads, like all of these airline ads and stuff, you didn't think twice about it. I didn't think twice about, should a gentleman offer a lady a tipperillo? It's just, you just didn't, it was just rampant sexism throughout all of the, and yet I have to say also, though, the sitcoms generally, very often, the sitcoms where there was a very strong woman and the husband was the boob in a lot of the sitcoms. But that was, that was just a drop in the bucket. And I don't know, just as I've been going through them for Johnny, I've just been overwhelmed kind of by, and there's it's a bottomless pit. I could keep doing them for months and months and months. I'm going to try to find some old silly ones rather than these.
I'm sure that Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, as soon as they get their divorces, will be all for ending no-fault divorce.
Exactly.
Because that's just how they operate. .39 right now, Big Boy News and Opinioendo. And right after that, it's Frank Christ Presents The Dead Celebrity Game. We're going to give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of those celebrities are just fine. One of them is dead. If you pick the dead one correctly, you're going to win
tickets to Five Finger Death Punch with Cody Jinks and Eva Under Fire September 22nd at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater.
All right, you'll get those tickets if you call and play the game. 877-602-9696. Easy to play, easy to get those tickets. 877-602-9696. Right after this, Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by
Five Finger Death Punch.
Okay. And always remember, don't ever forget.
The views expressed on X96's Radio from Hell show do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Broadway Media, its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
On Thursday afternoon in the lobby of the Trump Kennedy Center.
Why are you calling it that?
It just was written that way right there.
That is not the official name.
The lobby of the Kennedy Center. Reporters whispered in hushed voices to each other, to see which journalists, if any, would be allowed entry to a screening of Melania Trump's documentary, the Melania Trump documentary. In the hours before the film screened, press check-in began at 2 p.m. for the 6 p.m. carpet. There was slight optimism from veteran reporters, accustomed to slipping their way into Trump world, that they'd be able to network their way into a seat. By 6:30 p.m., when members of the administration began walking the carpet, it became clear that most of the mainstream press would be blocked from attending the Amazon MGM Studios film.
You'd think they would let them in just to fill seats.
Reporters from the New York Times, the Washington Post, AP, Vanity Fair, among dozens of other outlets on the carpet, were not given tickets to the invite-only screening in the Opera House located one floor above the carpet, the red carpet. The only press from the red carpet allowed into the screening, not counting those separately invited, were One America News anchor Dan Ball and his wife Peyton Drew, a producer for the far-right news channel.
That's it?
I feel overdressed, Drew said, who wore a floor-length glitter ball gown on the press line.
You don't wear a ball gown to a movie premiere?
But we're attendees. That's it. That's New York Times. Nobody got in. Press is not allowed.
Well, they're the enemy of the people, Bill.
Well, that's true.
So we haven't had an honest review of it then? Is
Not
what
an
you're
honest
saying?
one.
No, not yet.
No.
A huge turnout Thursday night at the Utah State Capitol last night, organized by the Utah Nurses Association. They were conducting a vigil to honor fellow nurse Alex Pretty. He was the VA emergency room nurse who was shot and killed by ICE agents last weekend during protests in Minneapolis. Dozens of Utah nurses, their family members, friends, and some strangers attended the vigil, which included a nurses' honor guard. There was a statement from Alex's parents, a poem. Someone played a violin solo. The vigil came about after an email went out to Utah nurses on Monday following last weekend's shooting death. Nurse Luisa Echeverria believes it's the right thing to do. It just felt natural for us to honor his service as a nurse and all of the patients that he cared for, particularly all of the veterans that he cared for. Britannia Dockstader is the president of the Utah Nurses Association, said this is quite impressive for us. We weren't doing it for the numbers. We were doing it to have an opportunity for people who needed to grieve and support to have that place. And people really migrated to that vision that we had and keep it at the heart of supporting him. And apparently there were thousands of people there.
Good.
It was a huge crowd. Well, I just saw this a few minutes ago this morning, and it got my blood boiling. In anticipation...
Isn't your blood just at a constant rolling boil anymore?
In anticipation of full-scale state and federal bans, the University of Utah's health arm is preemptively ending all remaining hormonal care for transgender youth.
Jesus.
Patients and their families were notified of the U's decision to fully discontinue care earlier this month. Providers will be required to stop all such treatments by April 15. Doctors have also been instructed that they are not allowed to help coordinate hormonal care for patients elsewhere in the state, where it still might be an option. We recognize that this change may be distressing, a spokesperson for University Health said in a statement. Already, the U had shut down its popular health clinic for LGBTQ youth after the legislature's 2023 ban under Senate Bill 16, which prohibited doctors from providing gender-affirming care to any new transgender youth patients. At that time, that was considered a moratorium, only applied to minors who hadn't already been diagnosed with gender dysphoria. Existing patients have been able to continue seeking care, but the Utah legislature is poised this session to extend that moratorium to an all-out permanent ban, requiring doctors to effectively detransition remaining patients.
Even though all the studies say the opposite.
Detransition. That comes as Donald Trump has also pushed on a federal level to end all access to gender-affirming care for transgender youth. U.S. Health Secretary Kennedy has threaten to withhold federal funds from hospitals and healthcare institutions that provide that treatment, which would include the U, and they're afraid they're going to lose money. It's because of that evolving state and federal landscape that the U says it's moving away from offering specialized care for transgender patients under the age of 18. One of those patients, the 13-year-old, is now traveling to Colorado to receive care at a private pay clinic.
Yeah, this will cause some parents to actually have to move to get their care if their kids need.
This is just, this is awful. This is an awful, awful thing. Also, Utahns across the state are planning to gather Friday afternoon, this afternoon, for a nationwide shutdown in protest of ICE. According to the organizers, the national shutdown, January 30th, today, is a day of action to stand in solidarity with Minneapolis and express outrage about the deaths of Alex Preddy, Renee Good, Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, and Keith Porter Jr. at the hands of federal agents. The people of the Twin Cities have shown the way for the whole country to stop ICE's reign of terror. We need to shut it down. On Friday, January 30th, join a nationwide day. No school, no work, no shopping. Vote no to ICE funding, the website reads. Organizers here in Utah are hosting several rallies against U.S. immigration customs enforcement as part of the Day of Action. In Salt Lake, there will be an ICE Out rally at 2 p.m. today at Washington Square Park. On Thursday, the Salt Lake branch of the Party for Socialism and Liberation is hosting an organizing meeting. They hosted an organizing meeting to plan for the rally. Organizers in Ogden are hosting a Stand with Minnesota ICE Out rally at 3 p.m. in Ogden Park, which is 25th Street and Grand Avenue. We the People Cache Valley hosting one. St. George hosting one. There are businesses planning to close and remain closed for the day. Some businesses that will remain open and will donate a portion of their proceeds to immigration-related funds or operate as a community space for our organizers. A man falsely claiming to be an FBI agent showed up to a federal jail in New York City on Wednesday night and told officers, "Hey, I got a court order here. You need to release Luigi Mangione to my custody."
Oh, right away, sir.
Mark
I'll
Anderson.
be right back. I'll tell him to gather his things.
Mark Anderson of Mankato, Minnesota was
Mankato.
Was
I know that because of Little House on the Prairie.
Thank you.
Mankato, Minnesota, was arrested and charged with impersonating an FBI agent in a foiled bid to free Mangione from the Metropolitan Detention Center. A criminal complaint filed against Anderson did not identify the person he attempted to free, but a law enforcement official familiar with the matter said, "Yeah, it was Ms. Mangione." Mr. Anderson is expected to make an initial appearance in Brooklyn to face charges. He approached the jail intake area, told the uniformed jail officers, "I'm with the FBI, and I've got some paperwork here signed by a judge authorizing the release of Mangione." Officials then said, "Well, could we see your federal credentials?" And Anderson showed the officers a Minnesota driver's license.
Oh, well.
Then he threw numerous documents at them and claimed to have some weapons. Officers searched Anderson's bag and found a barbecue fork.
A what?
A barbecue fork.
That's a weapon?
And a circular steel blade, which was said to resemble a small pizza cutter wheel. Anderson had traveled to New York from Mankato and was working at a pizzeria after another job opportunity fell through. So he had his pizza wheel with him. So Mankato, Gina, you know the Little House on the Prairie. So where is it exactly in Minnesota?
I don't know where exactly it is. I just know it's Mankato.
Well, the Little House on the Prairie was incomplete then. It's 67 miles southwest of Minneapolis.
Half Pint never said, "Are we headed to Mankato?" You know, it's 67 miles.
Well, she should have. Some American citizens have begun carrying their passports in Minneapolis, fearful that they'll be mistaken for undocumented immigrants and detained.
Won't make a difference.
A surge of federal agents, amid that surge of federal agents, the city. I don't know about citizens of Mankato, though. I'm not sure whether they're. Let's see. Are we almost done here?
We are.
Okay, then I won't do any more.
All right. Sports weather traffic.
Well, I got this from a friend of the program, Brock, who said, "Here, Gina, you can use this to add context to the heartbreaking loss that the Mammoth had for incomplete sports." Thank you, Brock, and I appreciate Infiniteam is not just about traffic. You can send me sports stuff as well.
It was heartbreaking? Why was it particularly heartbreaking?
It was heartbreaking. So the Hurricanes were down.
Gina, it's the Hurricanes.
We're down 4-2.
I know that because I live in Utah.
We're down 4-2 with just 2 minutes remaining. So 2 minutes remaining. Mammoth is up 4-2. That should be about the end of it.
You'd think.
Well, the Hurricanes became the third team in NHL history to win in regulation after trailing by 2 goals in the final 2 minutes. They joined the Stars on October 14th, 1995, and the Montreal Maroons in 1932, who did it. So the Mammoth ended up losing 5-4.
What a maroon.
And it's a record-setting loss. You're right, Brock. That's heartbreaking. Let's see how heartbreaking it is tonight for the Jazz. They're home to the Brooklyn Nets. That's at 7:30. In college basketball tomorrow, you've got Utah and Oklahoma State. You've got Kansas. They're ranked 14th, BYU 13th. It's an afternoon game at 2:30. And Weber State tomorrow at 1 against Idaho State. That is your sports weather. So much like yesterday, it's 25 right now. We have freezing fog. There is a freezing fog advisory until 11 a.m. today. And we've had reports from lots of friends of the program, mostly up north, saying that it is visibility is bad and roads are slick. So turn your lights on and slow down. You might not be expecting that this morning, but you should, because I just told you about it. Let's see. Accidents. I have a crash eastbound I-80 at Redwood Road on-ramp, milepost 118. The entry ramp is blocked. Crash northbound I-15, 8th north in Orem. And let me check our message stream. That's where you guys text in and tell us what you're seeing. Other than reporting fog, I don't have any accidents to report there, but please let us know what you're seeing at 33986.
Suddenly he appears in our studio. Except I have the feeling, though, Frank Chris, that you've been here in the studio for a little while this morning. You just now made yourself visible, right?
I am everywhere.
Oh, God. Frank is a Grim Reaper, and I've gotten used to seeing a skeleton before me. It was very unsettling when you first started appearing on the show to play our game. But Frank is a reaper who is charged with reaping, specifically, this is his specialty, reaping the souls of celebrities. And it's very, very difficult for him to do. And why is that, Frank?
Well, because I love our precious celebrities.
I know you do.
Oh, everything about them is wonderful. Everything they say and do is smart and right.
The glittering lives they lead.
Oh.
And then when they die, the world is just a little darker.
It is.
Yeah. Frank goes to the death of a celebrity, takes their soul away to the distribution center. It's a curse, though, because he loves them so much.
Oh, don't we all love our precious celebrities?
I do.
Yes,
we must protect them at all costs.
I know. Frank joins us to play the game we call Frank Chris Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
He's given me a list of 4 actors. 3 of the actors on that list are in fact,
they're just fine.
But one of them, Frank is taken. And if there is a contestant there...
Nate.
Yes. Nate. Hi, Nate.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing great.
Good, Nate. I'm glad to hear that.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm just fine.
There you go. Let's not slip up, Nate, okay? It could be disastrous. Nate, if you can identify the dead celebrity, you will win a prize. And what is that, Gina?
X96 welcomes Five Finger Death Punch with Cody Jinks and Eva Under Fire September 22nd at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater. Ticket links available at x96.com.
All right, Nate. This celebrity's death, unfortunate death, could be your good fortune. Identify the celebrity, you'll win the prize. Here we go. Let's see. Frank has given me a list of actors in movies that have dinosaurs in them because it's National Draw Dinosaur Day. All right? Number 1. Joan Van Ark. She was on Broadway early in her career in Barefoot in the Park. She was the voice of Spider-Woman in a short-lived animated series. She also starred in the horror film Frogs with Ray Milland and Sam Elliott. Big frogs. And Van Ark was best known as Valine Ewing on Dallas and Knots Landing. She was in The Last Dinosaur, about a rich big game hunter going to a pocket of prehistoric life in the Arctic to bag a T-Rex. Number 1, Joan Van Ark. Number 2 is William Catt, best known for his starring role on TV in The Greatest American Hero. He was Carrie's prom date, and Carrie, he went on to star in First Love and Butch and Sundance: The Early Days and The Secret Lives of Dorks, his dinosaur movie, Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend. Paleontologists in Africa discover a family of living brontosauruses and must protect them from a ruthless military colonel. Number 2, William Catt. Number 3, Raquel Welch. Welch was initially cast in movies for her looks, her good looks, until people noticed that, she can actually act. She starred in dozens of movies like Fantastic Voyage, Kansas City Bomber, Last of Sheila, The Three Musketeers, The Wild Party, and Mother Jugs and Speed. Welch starred in 1 Million Years BC as a sexy, fur bikini-wearing cave woman. Number 3, Raquel Welch. And number 4 is Catherine McCormick. You have seen her in plenty of movies like Braveheart, The Land Girls, Dangerous Beauty, Spy Game, and 28 Weeks Later. Also acted in the National Theatre in England in All My Sons and Honor. She was in a movie called A Sound of Thunder. A time-traveling hunting party ends up in a dinosaur-infested jungle. Number 4, Catherine McCormick. There you go, 4 actors, all in really stupid movies. Which one is dead, Nate?
That'd be Raquel Welch.
It
My
is.
uncle had her poster.
Your uncle had her post. So
Yes.
was your uncle in Shawshank Redemption?
Raquel Welch died died in 2017 at the age of 82, and that was a famous picture of her in that fur bikini. And it was a really stupid movie. There you go, Nate. You've won the prize. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hang on.
Well, I have to go check on Vanessa Redgrave.
Oh, my.
89 today. And I have to do my daily check on Phil Collins. He's 75 today.
I'm surprised.
You go see him every day?
I see him every day.
It could happen at any moment, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Well, I always appear to him briefly and say, I'll give you one more night. Just one more. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Frank.
Crash southbound I-15 East in American Fork on the right shoulder. Crash eastbound I-80 Redwood Road on-ramp. And just a reminder that we are having that freezing frog. There's actually a freezing fog advisory in effect until 11 a.m.
Was that fog advisory or frog advisory?
Fog
Okay.
advisory. I don't believe there are any frogs out. But if you see frogs, gosh, you can text us and let us know, 33986. And I don't know if you can see frogs at the aquarium. Probably, right?
I think so.
Loveland Living Planet Aquarium, your gateway to oceans, rainforests, and more. livingplanetaquarium.org.
We could ask James when he comes in today at 9:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. KXRK Provo will take a quick break. Sean Means is here to review movies. What's happening, what's opening this weekend after these messages. It's come to this. The X9.
And then I was reading a story today, it's here somewhere, that men are often likely to be the ones to fall in love at first sight, as opposed to women, which I think is interesting.
Did they say why that happened?
Maybe, but I didn't read the whole story. I just read the headline. I haven't read it yet. Let's see if I can find it.
Well, I'm certain.
Oh, there it is.
I'm certain it happens all the time.
You mean
Sorry.
you believe in a love at first sight?
Yeah.
Some people believe that you have to thoroughly get to know someone before you can fall in love. Others would beg to differ, swearing that love at first sight isn't limited to fairy tales. And apparently 59% of men believe that love at first sight is a thing.
Well, can
49% of women.
Lust at first
That's what I was
sight?
going to say.
Well,
Like, I'm very attracted to that I don't know how you could be in love with somebody you'd not
yeah, I mean,
gotten to know.
it happened to me once.
You were in love.
I swear to God.
Like I would throw myself in front of a train for this person.
It was so pronounced that I think after the first time I saw this person, it might have been that at the very first time I saw them, I said this to them, but it was short a day or so afterward. I don't know how to explain this, but I believe that I have fallen in love with you and I don't know you.
And what did they say to that?
It's a great opening line, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I knew who she was, but I didn't. I had very little contact with her.
How did she react to that?
Positively, very well. As a matter of
Really?
fact, she said, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't." And I mean, I don't know what to do about that, but. And she said, "Well, let's find out."
Well,
or something to that effect. And I sort of thought that it would be.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the only time it's. I've fallen in lust.
I was going to say a
I
lot
can
of
see seeing somebody and going,
Yeah.
I am very, very attracted to that person I just saw.
and a lot of people mistake that for love.
Yeah, first time I saw my wife, the woman I'm married to, Carrie was with me.
Yeah,
and I just went, "Oh my God," That's but that to me
that was lust.
Yeah, that was lust. Mm-hmm. But this was different. The time that it happened, it was different.
And did you find that person to have some quality that?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Now I know why I felt that way when I saw this person the first time.
Yeah, and we had a relationship for a while, but it was not to be. And I won't go into the details of that because they're too painfully embarrassing. All in all, somebody said I told that story recently. I think I have mentioned it before, but it just made me think of it reading that story today. It was never happened to you. Never fallen in love. No. Been attracted. Very hard attraction.
But not love.
Texter. Hey, Bill, there's a song by Alan Jackson called I'm Married to You, but I Don't Even Know Your Name.
I like that. You walk up and you say, I'm married to you and I don't even know your name.
That's all. Yes, good opening.
Here's the thing about country music is that a lot of it is novelty songs, okay? A lot of them are novelty songs.
Somebody in the chat room says that I understand what Bill's talking about. It happened to me, but I didn't have the guts to say anything about it. Yeah. And I couldn't see. That's another thing that I really thought it was something because I had to say it.
You were compelled.
Yeah.
Huh. Tommy texted us from Santa Quinn and said, "Who's Waka Flocka Flame?" And I said, "Don't worry about it in Santa Quinn, Tommy.
You don't need to know.
Don't worry about it.
You're fine.
We do have a sponsor.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Groundhog Day, February 2nd, watch Groundhog Day again and again and again at Broadway Center Cinemas. They'll screen this comedy classic as a double feature with 2 screenings back-to-back. Get showtimes and tickets at slfstix.org.
Thank you.
Well, here he is, Sean Patrick Means. He's here to talk about movies. Sean is an editor and writer at the Salt Lake Tribune. You can find his imprint there, sltrib.com. He's also a movie critic, and all of that stuff is gathered up at moviecricket.net. Good morning, Sean. What do we got here?
Good morning. Well, it is the end of the Sundance Film Festival this weekend. The last time it will be in Utah, so shed a tear for that. I've been in Park City. I was in Park City all last weekend, and I've been watching Sundance movies online the last couple of days, so I don't have a lot about the new movies that are coming out this week.
What are they?
Well, I missed out on Send Help, which I want to go catch up on.
I think it looks like it might be kind of fun.
Yeah, this was screened while I was in Park City. It's about a mousy office worker played by Rachel McAdams, who's picked on by the hotshot new boss played by Dylan O'Brien, and they end up they're on a trip and there's a plane crash and they're the only survivors on a desert island. And suddenly she's really good at surviving and he's rather dependent upon her, which is complicates things. It's directed by Sam Raimi, who did Darkman and Drag Me to Hell and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. So that's a good sign. So I want to catch up with that later. I don't know much about Shelter, which is the new Jason Statham movie opening this week.
Oh, you know what it's about.
It's a Jason Statham movie.
It's pretty by the numbers, from what I understand.
What I heard is it's actually better than a little bit better than usual for Jason Statham, but that's not always saying a lot.
Exactly.
And I definitely did not see Melania. You all were talking about that earlier. Amazon did not screen that for critics. For some unexplained reason. And I would never accuse Jeff Bezos of creating an entire documentary about Melania Trump just as a money laundering scheme to curry favor with Donald Trump. I would never say that. No. I would never say that.
So what have you seen at Sundance that is of note?
I did. Well, let me talk about the one movie I did see that's opening this week. It's called Arco. This is a French animated movie that was nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Feature. We are 900 years in the future. People are living on floating islands, sort of like the Jetsons, and they can time travel by wearing these rainbow-striped capes and will themselves into the past. So just go with it.
Okay, sure.
And this little boy Arco takes his sister's rainbow cape because he wants to try flying. There's an age limit. So, and he wants to see dinosaurs. So instead of landing in the time of the dinosaurs, he lands in the year 2075. When climate change is getting very serious, houses have to be put in protective bubbles to shield them against storms. And robots do all the cooking, cleaning, and parenting. So Arco lands in this time frame, and he meets a girl named Iris who tries to help him get back to his own time. There are also these three goofy scientists who track Arco's energy signature, and they want to harness his time travel abilities. This movie is really beautiful to look at. It's a little offbeat in places, and it's got kind of a sweet message of taking care of our planet. And taking care of each other. The English language voice cast includes Natalie Portman and Mark Ruffalo as Iris's parents. And they do a cool trick here where the two actors, Iris has a robot that takes is a nanny while mom and dad are at work, which is like all the time. And so the robot is voiced by Natalie Portman and Mark Ruffalo together, which is kind of cool. So they've blended the two voices.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And the scientists are voiced by Will Ferrell, Andy Samberg, and Flea.
Okay.
So, and don't complain about the movie being dubbed. As Roger Ebert used to say, all animation is dubbed.
Exactly.
3 stars for Arco. Like I said, it's pretty cool. It's playing at the Broadway and a couple other places.
All right.
Okay. So Sundance.
Yeah.
Today is, they're screening Saturday and Sunday and today. But today is sort of the last day for any kind of new programming. There's 3 events happening, and I'm going to try to be at all of them. The awards ceremony, where they announce which movies in the competition films are going to win the awards. That happens this morning. And then in the afternoon, there's an event they're doing called Everybody Has a Story. This is sort of the final send-off and tribute and farewell to Park City. They've got a bunch of people, filmmakers and such, Richard Linklater, Celine Song, some others, telling stories about just telling stories about the times they've had in Park City. I'm in there. I'm going to be in there.
Oh yeah,
so that's
cool.
Nice. And then the last thing is the one sort of official tribute for Robert Redford that they're doing at the festival, which is a screening tonight at 5:30 for Downhill Racer. Which was and Amy Redford is going to be introducing that screening. The reason for Downhill Racer is that it was the first movie that Redford produced. Wasn't just an actor for hire for somebody else. He actually produced the movie, got it made, and all that. And it's, if you've never seen it, it's a really good movie. It's about he plays a competitive skier on the European circuit, trying to be the best and trying to get on the Olympic team.
Yeah, I saw it years ago, and it is good.
It's really good. The coach is played by Gene Hackman. He's really tough, really driven. The reason this movie is important in the terms of Sundance is that, like I said, Redford produced it, but the studio kind of botched it. He always thought it wasn't a big success, and he thought the studio didn't give it the treatment it needed. Excuse me. So, Bob used that. Bob told this story all the time that because of that, because this movie he produced didn't make it, he knew what it was like for other filmmakers to come up and try to make stuff for themselves. And that's what prompted him. He thought about it for a long time, for a decade, about what can I do to get these independent voices out there.
And he didn't have to do that. He was a big enough star. He could have just kept going and doing his own movie, but he wanted to help other people.
And he did keep going and doing his own movies. The years, the 70s were his most fertile period. But he was looking for something, and thinking about that is what led him to create the Sundance Institute.
How successful, though, has Sundance been fulfilling his vision? Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there are dozens of movies there every year, and maybe one breaks out that you see.
Maybe a few break out,
and the rest of them just kind of disappear.
Well, they don't necessarily disappear because they're always there. You can go looking for them.
Yeah.
But also it's not just the movies themselves; it's the people who make the movies. And you look at we talked about the Golden Globes the last couple weeks ago when Chloe Zhao won the award for Hamnet. She was a Sundance person. She had songs my brothers taught me, or songs my father taught me, as her first movie that was at the festival. And she was in the labs. She was in the same class as Ryan Coogler. And she shouted out Ryan Coogler at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson
started there. John Cameron Mitchell with Hedwig and the Angry Inch. The Tarantino with Reservoir Dogs. At the labs at Sundance, they have a sign up at the bathrooms at the screening room in Sundance that calls it the Quentin Tarantino Memorial Bathrooms, because when he was workshopping scenes for Reservoir Dogs at Sundance, he filmed a scene in that bathroom.
So it's not necessarily, it's the relationships, not necessarily that the movie.
What have you seen that's good?
The best thing I saw, one of the things that's always interesting at the festival has been that you wait for the one. You wait for like that one movie that is just so perfect and makes you want to come to the festival every year. Sometimes it takes a little while to get there. Sometimes you see it right off. This year it took me a minute. One I saw the other night called Carousel. This is a romantic drama with about a doctor in suburban Cleveland, has a family practice, and he divorced, raising his teen daughter, and his high school sweetheart comes back to town, and things spark up. Now that whole scenario sounds like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
But this one because they talk like real people, and they are actually trying to deal with all of their issues, is much better. The great cast. Chris Pine is the doctor. The ex-girlfriend who comes back is played by Jenny Slate.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Oh, so good. And then the daughter is played by Abby Ryder Fortson, who was Margaret in Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. She is growing up into a really good actress. Sam Waterston, Katie Seagal are in here in small roles. It is the best thing I've seen this year.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Carousel.
What do we got next week?
Next week, we get back to normal a little bit. The big movie is The Moment, which actually I saw at Sundance, the mock documentary about Charlie XCX, planning for her world tour and trying to extend Brat Summer into Brat Forever.
And she's in like 3 movies.
She's in 3 movies at the festival this year, yeah. Huh. So, and then there is a new Dracula coming, directed by Luc Besson. I don't know very much about it.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's got Caleb Landry Jones as Dracula and Christoph Waltz in it, but the character listed in the IMDb is not Van Helsing. But I think he's the what you use for a Van Helsing until one comes along, I guess.
Okay.
So
all right. Thank you. Sean Means, moviecricket.net is where you want to go.
Thank you very much.
Or sltrib.com.
Traffic, Gina.
Crash westbound I-80 13th West in Salt Lake, the right lane of 3 blocked. Crash northbound I-15 at the 215 interchange, 2 left lanes blocked there. Crash southbound I-15 5th East in American Fork. Check our message stream. Somebody says accident northbound 15 where it crosses the 215. Thank you for that. Wreck northbound I-15 at 62nd South. Traffic backed up almost to 90th South. Those are Infiniteam reports, and I appreciate it when you send those in. Just make sure it's safe for you to do that at 33986.
All right, we've got Boner of the Day.
Oh, yes.
Coming up, and these are the candidates you'll be looking to vote for? Number 1, he picked the perfect location to break into cars. Oh, and he used to be related to a friend of the program. Boner candidate number 2, what do you think they mean by performance? Was it something artistic, perhaps? And boner candidate number 3, who will be the first lawmaker to suggest legislation forbidding this sort of thing?
All right, Boner's Big Boy News, all coming up after a short break and a song. Stand by.
We are going to pay you $1,000 to listen to X96. Tune in every weekday now through February 13th at 7:15, 10:15, 1:15, and 5:15 for keywords. Text the keywords to 508-777-1000. That's 508-777-1000, and you'll be entered to win. Every keyword means another chance to win $1,000. Get all the information you need at x96.com. Your keyword for this hour is cash. Cash, C-A-S-H, cash. Text that to 508-777-1000 now to enter to win.
All right, thank you. Okay. Salt Mediation Group.
Yeah. So what is that? Mediation. Well, in this case, it's something that you can do in lieu of getting a divorce and hiring a divorce attorney. I mean, it is a divorce, but it's much easier than hiring lawyers and fighting it out in court.
It is. And it's faster, too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's generally faster. Salt Mediation handles divorce like adults. Calm conversations, clear agreements, and then they take care of all the paperwork and the filing. So most people don't realize that they can just get divorced in about 45 days if you avoid the traditional legal circus, hiring the lawyers and all of that kind of stuff. And mediation is, I mean, you're not handing your family's future to a judge who doesn't even know you. You actually decide things yourself, for yourself, which is really nice. Salt Mediation, that's the way to do it. Mediate rather than just go to a divorce court. If you want to plan on a divorce, go to saltmediationgroup.com. They'll help you out. saltmediationgroup.com. I have a list here. These are things that people argue about food and cooking.
Food. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here, let me introduce it properly.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
These are apparently things that people argue about all the time when it comes to food and food preparation.
Okay.
So how do you answer this one, you guys? Does cooking really burn off all the alcohol when you use like wine and as an ingredient? Does it really burn off all the alcohol?
Not all of it.
I was told it does
And
by
it
restaurants.
And it depends.
You're pretty much right, Carrie. I think it says that depends on the cooking method and the time. Cooking for an hour can reduce alcohol by around 25%. But, for instance, simmering a dish for 30 minutes can remove only about 35% of the alcohol. Longer cooking times lead to further reductions. But if you are trying to avoid alcohol, you're still going to get some, no matter what.
So when the last time I was here, I told a story about ordering beer battered ribs at the Mayan that's since closed. As a child, are you telling me I got wasted?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, not wasted, but you had beer. How to safely enjoy leftover rice.
Okay.
If you,
we always make fried rice out of that.
A lot of people think that it's not safe to eat rice the next day. You should just throw it away.
Oh, no. You keep it.
But it is, as long as you follow proper guidelines, when storing and reheating, you can then reuse it. It won't dry out. Make sure you can actually put a little water in it to try to keep it from drying out overnight.
I wet a paper towel and I put it over
There you go.
a piece of Tupperware, and then I microwave the rice again.
Is eating raw cookie dough bad for you?
No.
Yes.
I do it all the time.
Well, we're going to fight, Kerry Jackson.
According to the Centers for Disease Control.
Well, you're not supposed to, according to them. Yeah.
Eating raw cookie dough is never safe to do.
Ever.
Raw cookie dough usually contains raw flour, raw eggs, which can in turn contain germs that make people sick. To be on the safe side, you should never eat raw cookie dough, and you should follow the CDC's guidelines for baking cookies safely.
Well, obviously raw eggs are bad. What's the problem with raw flour? I've never heard that before.
It can have salmonella in it too.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never wanted to eat raw flour.
Have
but
a spoonful of flour.
Sure. With some
now-
cottage cheese.
So this guy says his family ate raw cookie dough regularly, as Carrie had, and I did too.
Yeah.
It said if you have pasteurized eggs, then it's not as dangerous.
Oh, well, we just got them from the hens out back when I was a kid.
Oh.
Should tomatoes?
So I should be dead, is what you're saying?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Should tomatoes be kept in the refrigerator or on the counter?
Counter.
Refrigerator.
You think refrigerator, Nick?
I mean, I like them chilled at the very least.
Tomatoes stored at room temperature are the most flavorful when eaten fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Refrigerated tomatoes are still okay for cooking, but they get mushy and they don't taste as good. I mean, if you're just trying to put a tomato in a salad, for instance,
So that's okay.
It's not going to taste, but it's not going to taste as good if it's
No.
been in the refrigerator.
No.
All right.
It won't hurt you, but it's just not as good. Raw chicken, do you rinse it or not rinse it?
You don't.
You do. I'm going to take the opposite
You're going to say
position.
you do.
Yeah.
Okay, why not?
People used to say, and I remember cooking like a whole chicken. They'd
Mhm.
say rinse it off in the before you do anything. Well, they've now said no. Washing meat and poultry to remove dirt and slime, fat, or blood may have been appropriate decades ago, but now the modern food safety system doesn't require it. And in fact, washing raw meat and poultry can cause bacteria to spread onto other kitchen surfaces. So if there's bacteria on it and you rinse it, the splashes and all of that, it gets on other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You put it in the oven to cook it, it'll kill the bacteria.
Well, I'm 0 for 3 right now.
Has your cheese got the blues? Mold? Is that a good thing or a bad thing for cheese?
I don't know why you would ask this question unless it
It's-
was somehow a good thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Well, French Roquefort, Camembert, Italian Gorgonzola, they rely on mold to help them mature. There's a lot of mold in them, but it's delicious. But not all mold is your friend.
Uh-huh.
If your previously yellow cheese is sporting some new green or white developments,
that's a problem.
You should probably throw it away,
Yeah.
or at least cut the mold off. It's safe to cut the mold off as long as it doesn't have veins or anything.
You can't cut the mold off most food items, though. Why would you be able to do that with cheese?
I don't know.
It's the process of how they make cheese.
I told this off air. My muffins went moldy the other day. You got to throw away the whole thing. Same with
yeah.
produce or vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if mold was on the top part of your piece of white bread, you could
cut the mold off.
You could conceivably, cut that off and eat the rest of the bread.
I've done that.
Can you?
Did
keep
either of you have a food handler's permit at any time?
No.
No.
I did. How do I? Why do
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Can you keep butter on the countertop?
Yes.
Yes.
Or do you have to keep it in the fridge?
You can keep it on the countertop.
Countertop's fine.
Yeah. Somebody says butter was invented long before we had refrigerators.
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave safety up to debate, though. It says, make sure if you have any questions, you contact experts.
Wasn't
like
the whole
CDC.
point of this article to debate?
Well, we did.
Wait. But it's not up to debate.
Well, somebody's always wrong, and it's usually you.
You're so mean when you're drunk, Nick.
I'm going insane.
You're
this
just
morning.
I can't be around you when you drink. We need to talk.
Is this the show?
Can we get some help for him?
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
That was supposed to be an intervention, Nick, and it didn't work.
It didn't work out.
The classic food debate intervention tactic.
Did not work out. All right. 7:25. It is time for Boner of the Day. 3 news stories. These will be examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. You will decide with your vote of these 3 candidates which one is the worst. Which one deserves to be Boner of the Day for today, January 30, 2026. We'll give you 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, then you'll vote, and one of you lucky random Boner voters will receive.
Can't buy it, gotta win it. Radio from Hell Boner t-shirt.
Let's see. Here is Boner candidate number 1. I got to get to this page here. He picked the perfect location to break into cars, and he used to be related to a friend of the program. I got this email this morning from Mike, Mile High Mike. Good morning, Lords. I thought this story might be a great Boner of the Day candidate. I have a personal connection to the man in the story. He's my former stepson. And he picked the perfect place to break into cars. A Kearney, Nebraska man will spend decades in prison for firing a stolen gun and breaking into Buffalo County employee vehicles, according to court records. A judge sentenced 29-year-old Anthony Adams to 20 to 30 years for attempted discharge of a firearm in a city. Adams received an additional 5 to 10 years for possession of a stolen firearm. He also received time for theft. Adams pleaded no contest to the above charges, and in return, 2 additional charges were dismissed. Court records show that Kearney police were called to this parking lot after a report of gunshots in the neighborhood. Police found Adams carrying a black bag. Adams dropped the bag and ran. After searching the bag and the backpack, officers found cash, drugs, a state ID, numerous other items, some of which had been stolen from Buffalo County employees whose cars were parked near the county jail. Video surveillance then showed Mr. Adams entering the employees' vehicles and removing items, as well as attempting to enter a marked Buffalo County Sheriff's Office cruiser. Later in the morning, on Saturday, another officer was conducting a follow-up investigation as part of the Adams case. Anyway, he broke into all these cars that were right by the jail.
They'll never suspect a thing.
Boner candidate number 1. He picked the perfect location to break into cars, and he used to be related to a friend of the program. Here's Boner candidate number 2. What do you think they mean by performance? Was it something artistic, perhaps? An Oviedo man, Florida, was arrested this week after he was caught engaging in a sexual performance with a vacuum cleaner.
Oh.
I don't know. In a release, deputies said they responded to this was in Kissimmee, to the reports of a man exposing himself in front of a residence. The victims that observed this behavior provided a statement and a cell phone recording of a man partially clothed in front of the residence, engaged in a sexual performance with a vacuum cleaner.
Well, those Dysons are pretty sexy.
Further investigation revealed the suspect and his wife were listed as the hosts of an Airbnb and a home in the area.
Was he married to the vacuum cleaner?
I'm not sure. What do you think they mean by perform? Maybe it was something artistic. Probably not, because he was arrested. Boner candidate number 2.
This is my wife, Shark.
Coming up in a moment, Boner candidate number 3. Who will be the first lawmaker to suggest legislation forbidding this sort of thing?
All right, Big Boy News and Opinioendo now brought to you by.
We want your opinion on some of the new music that's out there. Click on the X96 Music Quorum link at x96.com and you can rate music for us and get entered to win a $250 gift card.
And don't forget,
the views expressed on X96's Radio from Hell show do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Broadway Media, its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
With this year marking 20 years since High School Musical debuted on the Disney Channel.
Oh, wow.
The choice for the East High School theater class's February production was an easy one. And when reimagining a classic work of media, referring to and referencing and revering the source material is oftentimes the determining factor in the success of a remake. Luckily for the students, they got a truly rare opportunity when Lucas, and I think is it Graybill?
Mm-hmm.
Lucas Graybill Graybeal, best known for his role as Ryan Evans in the High School Musical trilogy, dropped in on the group's rehearsal Friday to offer his insight and expertise. Wow, this is really special. I have never met and worked with a high school cast doing High School Musical, Graybeal told the cast. I've been invited to many, many, many of them over the years, let me tell you. But this one is so special, not only to the school, to the community, and to the city, but to me, so I made sure that I could make it here. Entering the school's auditorium mid-rehearsal, Graybeal was met with loud cheers from the stage as he walked down the aisle to greet the cast. I came by today to check on you, see what your progress is like, and maybe give you a little tip here and there about some pointers and share some of my experience on what it was like shooting here 20 years ago, Graybeal said. And he talked to the cast and answered questions, and it was really fun for the cast of that production at East High School. Well, in the chaotic moments after Charlie Kirk was shot at Utah Valley University, a man approached a detective who was searching for the killer and yelled, "I shot him. Now shoot me." But that man, my old pal George Zinn.
I was going to say, this is somebody you're familiar with.
Yes, indeed. George Zinn, he really had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk's death.
Nope.
Now the 71-year-old man is going to prison for making that false claim, which authorities say diverted law enforcement attention when they were trying to find the actual shooter. Zinn pleaded no contest to a third-degree felony charge of obstruction of justice. He also pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, admitting that photos found on his phone were his, and that there's photos of some child sex abuse material.
I remember when he was arrested, it was before they had found the real killer.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying, Bill, yeah, this guy didn't do it. This is a guy that tries to insert himself into
things.
George would be incapable of doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, just physically incapable. Zinn looked frail during his emotional sentencing. He didn't mention Kirk's shooting when he read a statement in court before sentencing. He told the judge that images found on his phone were, quote, part of a chat room dialogue with photos that are public access. I wish the court to know I am not and will never be a danger to children or their parents. Zinn said he has every desire and commitment to change and lead a responsible and productive life. Nobody wants to excel more than me. I want to put the past behind me and move forward, he said, and then he began to cry, asked his attorney to finish reading the letter. His attorney did say this: Mr. Zinn is an interesting man who's had a very difficult life, who never fit in, never really got the love or attention he deserved, and never got the help that he needed, resources that would have helped him years ago. There's probably a lot of truth in that. He's going to be in jail for a while. He's been in jail before. He threatened to blow up, I think it was City Creek. He phoned in bomb threats to City Creek right after it opened. They tracked him down, and I know he did some time for that. Paid staff and volunteers have spread out across the state in recent weeks in Republican-led push to collect about 141,000 signatures before the deadline on February 15th. Now, while many of those gatherers have presented the issue fairly to voters along with the required text and some information about how to remove signatures after the fact, some have given vague or even contradictory information about the effort to repeal Utah's law meant to prohibit gerrymandering. Shane Landon of West Valley City said he was approached by gatherers at the Kearns Ochre Park Fitness Center earlier this month while taking his son swimming. Landon said he signed the petition after he said he was told that it puts the power back into the hands of the people when it comes to drawing political boundaries.
That's the opposite of what it does.
Landon said he was not shown the text of the initiative, and he didn't realize what he had done until he returned to his car after having already signed the form. What they're doing's wrong, he said. They gave me misinformation. They didn't really describe anything. In fact, the opposite. I felt tricked. I felt lied to. And that's exactly the experience of my youngest child. They were approached outside of Salt Lake Community College. And now my kid is not dumb, but was told something that sounded, oh, okay, that's right, and signed it, and then And then they realized an hour later or something, wait a minute.
Our friend Stephanie said, right, there's no other signature gathering thing going on right now that you should be signing. So don't be confused like, maybe this is something I should sign.
Well, apparently that's not accurate either.
Oh, it's not?
There's a signing campaign to get somebody on the ballot.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
remember their name now.
Bipartisan senators, including Mike Lee, blocked a massive spending bill Thursday. Mike Lee sided with the Democrats. And 11th hour talks continue to avoid costly partial government shutdown that looms at the week's end. All Democrats were pushing to force changes to U.S. customs and to ICE policies in the wake of Alex Preddy's death with federal agents, voted not to advance the 6-bill funding package. And Mike Lee and 6 other Republicans joined the Democrats.
It's the Ben McAdams.
Oh, trying
to get on the ballot. So
he's going the petition route and a convention.
So that's pretty straightforward. If someone says, "Do you want to sign for Ben McAdams to be on that?"
Then
if somebody would like to bring that petition by the studio, I'll sign it.
Yeah.
A Salt Lake City man is facing charges of aggravated assault and kidnapping after a woman was allegedly found covered in blood in his apartment. Demian Edgar Austin Robbins, arrested Wednesday. According to court documents, a witness heard a woman screaming, "Let go, you're hurting me." They called 911. The witness added that they heard the man yelling someone to get back inside, saw Robbins slam the apartment door. Officers came, and Robbins opened the door. Police said he claimed, "There's no woman in here." But when Robbins opened the door, a woman ran outside, ran past him outside screaming for help. She was covered in blood, and she's, I think she'll be okay eventually, but he was arrested, and he'll do some time. Don Lemon got arrested. Well, so what happened here? The former CNN anchor said he was not demonstrating, but reporting as a journalist, and I believe he was invited to this.
That's what I heard.
During an interruption of a service inside of St. Paul's Church. This happened earlier this month.
Yeah.
And I think the pastor of the church is also an ICE.
He is, yeah. That's why he was there to cover it.
Yeah. And Lemon was arrested last night on this thing that happened earlier in the month.
That's weird.
Well, they were threatening to arrest him at the time.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And now they've decided they're just trying to get Don Lemon because they don't like him.
Yeah.
He had his fights with Trump when he was at when Lemon was at CNN.
And we're at the arresting journalists phase of this regime. So, if this were a foreign country, we'd be saying something about it. But.
Yeah.
All right. Weather, traffic.
So it's a lot like yesterday. It's pretty cold, 21 right now with freezing fog, and there's a freezing fog advisory in effect until 11 a.m., so that could be affecting your commute this morning. That fog makes visibility difficult. Also can make the road slick where you see the fog. So most of it's from South Salt Lake northward. Let's see if we have any accidents to tell you about. Crash northbound I-15 at the 215 South interchange. Crash northbound Main Street 1300 North. That's up in Sunset. Crash westbound I-80 13th West in Salt Lake. Somebody says, really foggy on the 201. Be careful if you're texting that into us, of course. Yeah, we want you to be safe while you're texting us, but we appreciate when you let us know what you're seeing out there. 33986.
All right, here's boner candidate number 3. Who will be the first lawmaker to suggest legislation forbidding this sort of thing? Donald Trump has been doing a little decorating around the White House. Newly surfaced photos from the Palm Room, which connects the West Wing to the executive residence, show a framed picture of Donald Trump standing there together with Vladimir Putin.
Oh, a picture with his boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
At their summit in Alaska last August. That event marked the first in-person meeting between U.S. and Russian leaders since Russia invaded Ukraine in early 2022. The meeting at the time drew complaints from Democrats who accused Trump of cozying up to Putin rolling out the red carpet for the Russian leader.
Which he literally did.
Instead of standing with Ukraine and our allies. The recently added framed photo was first noted by PBS White House correspondent Elizabeth Landers, who shared 2 images of the photo in the Palm Room, positioned right above a photo of Trump with one of his grandchildren. A Bloomberg photographer also caught the display. In a statement to The Guardian, when asked why this particular photo was selected, White House spokesperson said, well, the Alaska summit was a historic moment.
Really? What happened there?
It helped bring Ukraine and Russia closer to a deal.
No, it didn't.
Not at all.
No. He got his more marching orders there. That's why it was historic.
It's what it is it's Donald Trump thinks it's really cool to
look at my friends.
Look, I know this guy.
I have friends.
It's one envoy to the White House from Estonia said that this is a picture of Donald Trump with a war criminal.
Yep.
Boner candidate number 3. Who will be the first lawmaker to suggest legislation forbidding this sort of thing?
All right, let's review the first 2 and vote.
Boner candidate number 1. He picked the perfect location to break into cars, and he used to be related to a friend of the program. This is the story of a guy in Kearney, Nebraska, who, and I was alerted to this story by someone who said, hey, Bill, he used to be my stepson-in-law or something like that. But a judge has sentenced this guy to jail, 20 to 30 years in jail. He was breaking into cars that were parked around the county jail. And he tried to break into a sheriff's car there as well. Boner candidate number 2, what do you think they mean by performance? You think it was something artistic? This is the story of a Florida man who was caught engaging in a sexual performance, as they put it, with a vacuum cleaner. And Boner candidate number 3, who will be the first lawmaker to suggest legislation forbidding this sort of thing?
All right, time to vote for Boner of the Day. 1, 2, or 3. Remember your candidate number, the one that you think should win. Put that single digit in the message of a text. And text that to 33986. There you go. You can call Katie in the producer's booth. Wish her happy birthday for tomorrow. 877-602-9696. Or go online, x96.com. Look for the box that says Boners, January 30, 2026. Click and vote. If you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It'll appear. Click and vote. All right. As soon as we get the Boner awarded after these messages, Jimmy the Wine Guy is here. Jimmy Santangelo from the Wine Academy of Utah.
I could use a drink.
Well, he's bringing in some cocktails, so get ready. Those are those canned ones.
I like
bring in some of those canned ones. He'll also be taking your questions just after 8 o'clock, so stand by for that. All right, you got 3.5 minutes. Let's go. This is Boner of the Day.
Vaxildan, our radio pup, finally has a sponsor. It's Zero Res, and this time of year brings a lot of dirt and things through your house, damaging your carpets. Vax says book your carpet cleaning appointment today. Not only do you get the 4th room free, but your animals will thank you with extra love. Go to zerores.com today.
I have to go over to the stairwell here and tell Chainsaw Guy that we're ready for him.
To come over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I'll do that.
So this is usually it's a best question of the week, but this week it's Chainsaw Guy is going to be answering questions from you, our listeners. So Katie has some emailed with Chainsaw Guy. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here, ready to go.
All right. Well, then let's start.
Hey, wait, who's that?
That's Katie.
Oh, hey, Katie.
Long time no see.
I love Katie. You love haunted houses, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, we've worked together, actually, Katie. I was the Chainsaw Guy at your haunted house when you worked over there at the Nightmare on 13th.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, all right. Well, I got a couple questions for you, sir.
Okay.
So, this one comes from Derek. It says, I know everyone is sick of hearing about COVID and the issues of mask wearing, but you being a person who wears a mask that I would assume would wear it always, what do you have to say to those people who believe this ridiculous idea that people cannot function normally with masks on?
Well, I don't know. about functioning normally, but I know that mask wearing is very important. Because I think I think it's going on. And I think you can find out an apple and you can poke your eye out or something. Or you can don't poke your eye out or something. You might take a bite. And you gotta be careful. You're sitting there. You're because they're sort of. And then you get on the mask. You can anywhere we can have a chat. You can, but you've got to be careful. And let's give you a careful. And watch out for the build-up of mold.
Oh.
Build-up of
mold.
What?
Mold.
Okay.
Behind the mask, you get some mold occasionally.
Okay.
All right. All right, I got another question then.
What?
So, what sort of advice could you give a guy who spent all of his rent money on lottery tickets? And now that rent is coming up and all of his money is in Chevron, he has no idea what to do.
Tough. Next question.
Next question.
Next.
Well, that's all I have to say about that. Come on.
You don't have anything to say
No,
about that?
never. No.
That's it?
You got to build up a mold.
All right, final question, sir.
Okay, I'm ready. Wait a minute.
Do you have a favorite chili recipe?
Do I ever? I'm telling you, what you do is you take your cans home and you get your cans and home. And then, lay up them and don't turn them to the... And then you take your cans off and... And you take a... My favorite recipe is that cans home and then you have... And then take a bag of food on and empty them. And then it's a Denison's. Delicious. Denison's.
All right.
Canned chili.
Well, Chainsaw Guy, I know you've been super busy. This is your busy time of year, and for you to take just a few minutes with us every year at Halloween, it doesn't feel like Halloween unless we talk to you, and you are always so helpful and have great advice.
Well, thank you. I've got to go back and work on... I'm remodeling my rec room, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I got to go back and work on that. I built a display case for all of my old Playboy magazines, and now I'm going to build a little rack where I can where I put all my Perry Como records.
Perry Como records.
Perry Como. Listen, you put on a Perry Como and open a Playboy. Can of Denison's and I'm set.
Okay.
See you later.
Happy Halloween,
Happy
Chainsaw
Halloween,
Guy.
sir.
That's part of the deal. He's a lovely...
Vaxeldan, our radio pup, finally has a sponsor. It's Zero Res, and this time of year brings a lot of dirt and things through your house, damaging your carpets. Vax says...
39, time to award Boner of the Day.
And the Boner of the Day is brought to you in part by Mac and Cheese.
And on Groundhog Day, February 2nd, watch Groundhog Day again and again and again. Broadway Center Cinemas will screen this comedy classic as a double feature with 2 screenings back-to-back. Get showtimes and tickets at slfstix.org.
I don't have the results here.
Oh.
I didn't get them yet.
I did not either.
Perhaps they're still being tabulated.
It's Boner candidate number 1. He picked the perfect location to break into cars, and he used to be... Oh, there they are. He used to be related to a friend of the program. This is a guy who was breaking into cars and a sheriff's cruiser parked by the county jail. Boner candidate number 2, what do you think they mean by performance? Was it something artistic, perhaps? This is a Florida man who was arrested because he was engaging in what they referred to as a sexual performance with a vacuum cleaner. And Boner candidate number 3 was who will be the first lawmaker to suggest legislation to ban this sort of thing. I think we need a law passed that says you can't hang up pictures of brutal war criminal dictators in the White House, as Trump has done with him and Vladimir Putin. But the winner was Boner candidate number 3 with 179 votes.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
That's your boner of the day for today, January 30, 2026. Now qualified to be boner of the week. Dave the Flower Guy will be here at 9:50 just to tell us who boner of the week is. Is this a sponsored feature?
Well, yes, it's brought to you by the Wine Academy of Utah, bringing you fun, educational, and entertaining consumer tasting events throughout the valley since 2008. Scheduled to have a sommelier in the comfort of your own home with our exclusive in-home wine events where you can choose your own tasting theme, such as the Splash of Spain, Tour of Italy, or Coast of California, just to name a few. Find out more. Go to wineacademyofutah.com and increase your wine knowledge one sip at a time.
Have another drink, it'll make you feel better. Have another drink and you'll feel alright. If you feel down and you're under the weather, have another drink and you feel alright.
Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the swashbuckling bandito who runs the Wine Academy of Utah.
More like sloshbuckling.
Slushbuckling. It's
That was good,
Jimmy
Gary. That was good.
Jimmy Santangelo, wineacademyofutah.com. This is delicious.
These
Really
are
good.
great. These are canned cocktails ready to drink by some local mixologists. This is a cocktail in a can made by your bartender. And this, we had the Paloma, and now this is the second one, Sunflower. And these are fun. These are ready-to-drink cocktails, alcohol in here, 9% alcohol by volume. You have the Paloma and the Sunflower. Let's break it down. The Paloma, to start us off, that grapefruit. Immediately, everyone said, oh, that grapefruit's really coming through. And this is an agave-based spirit. I did speak to the producer. They are changing it over to a tequila-based spirit here in the next packaging. I hope that's okay, boys, that I'm saying that. You told me I don't know if that was in confidence or not.
Because traditionally a Paloma is
Yeah,
tequila.
traditionally Paloma is a tequila, and agave-based spirit is basically premise of tequila. I guess it's just where it's being sourced. And made with blue agave spirit and natural grain spirits. This is 9% alcohol by volume, 12 fluid ounces, so a can of beer. Be careful with it, because when you drink these, I love the canned products, whether it's a canned wine, canned cocktail. Share them, split them, or, kind of pace yourself out, because a can of wine is...
Don't drink it like a beer. You
Don't
can't
drink it like
look
a
at
beer.
it. Yeah.
It's
I
too
can
much
do what
too
I
quick.
want.
It can sneak up on you.
It can totally sneak up on you. But I love the acidity. These are balanced. These are really well balanced. I didn't taste it. How is the alcohol in it?
The
Pretty
Paloma
good.
is terrific.
I can't taste the alcohol.
Nice.
I can't taste it.
It's
now,
delicious.
This is interesting. The Paloma, Spanish for dove. It's tequila based, and they mix it with, you'll like this, Carrie, either Jarritos, I think is how you say it, the Mexican soft drink, Fresca, or Squirt.
I make mine with Squirt.
Yep.
Fresca is sugar-free, so that would be probably good, too.
Yeah.
Now, and then it tells you about the name. The Paloma is considered by some to be more flavorful than its relative, the Greyhound, because it's made with tequila. And here it is. The cocktail comes from the Spanish for dove, but others suspect that the name comes from a derivation of the word pomelo, which is Spanish for grapefruit.
Oh, well, that makes
there
more
it goes.
sense.
That makes
doesn't it?
sense.
Long way around the
Kind of a
the
long way
agave
around
to
to
get
do
there.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. The Canary cocktails available in your DABS wine stores in the cooler section. It's store one. That's one right downtown Salt Lake. The next one I served you.
Yeah, what's the second one?
This is their Sunflower made with vodka, orange juice, and other natural flavors.
I don't have a second one.
Yeah, I poured that the second one time. Let me pour it again. That was a different one.
All right.
Bill's losing track of his drinks.
There you go.
That's delightful.
No, let's revisit it. Yeah, because we're talking a lot about a lot.
These are both good for breakfast. Grapefruit and orange juice.
Yeah,
It's-
and they're in a can, so it's a shower beverage. I
Sure.
mean, you got to
Absolutely.
Having your shower in the morning.
When you said Fresca, that reminded me immediately of the first cocktail I ever made. Do you want me to tell you about it?
How have we not heard this story before?
Oh, I've heard it.
So there I was in the backyard on a Saturday afternoon at my Nana's. My cousin Mark and Michelle would be there, and my Aunt Lucy would be watching us. And we're swimming, we're going in the pool, and my Aunt Lucy goes, "Jimmy, go make me a spritzer." I'm like, "Yeah, Lucy, how do I make a spritzer?" And she goes, you get the Fresca and you get the Chablis, and you put them both in a glass over ice.
Chablis?
And use plastic.
Plastic.
So the
because they're at the pool.
So the Chablis was this big bottle of inexpensive white wine.
Yeah.
Of course, today it's this fine product, but in the 70s, and it was flooding the market with an inexpensive French wine. So I took the bottle, big bottle, poured it in. Then I added the cubes, and I remember splashing it out.
You splishy splashed
I splishy splashed it, and then I topped it off with the Fresca.
Now, how old were you at this time?
Oh God, I don't. You know why it was so clumsy? Is because I still had that big orange life vest on. So I was like trying to go into the fridge and hitting stuff. So that old.
Now, I asked how old you were because were you tempted to taste it? Or
So I tasted the Fresca because I that was like the adult soda pie, because we had the Pepsi Cola in the tall, slender bottles. I remember the three of us had to share one because it was 16 ounces, whatever. So, so I tasted the Fresca. I was like, oh my God, that's terrible. And the last thing I wanted to do was taste the drink after I put it together. So I brought it out and I jumped back in the pool.
The Chablis that I buy is so cheap it's called Chabless. It's that cheap.
That's right.
Really, Fresca, when you think about it, it is a drink for adult tastes. It is because it's
not too sweet.
It's one of the first diet sodas.
Well, and you know what?
Following Tab.
You know what your Aunt Lucy would have liked? A canned cocktail. You can have that by the
she'd love
pool.
There it is. And I'll have to drop her some off because she's in Park City today.
Aunt Lucy's still with us.
Oh, yeah.
And Fresca now, we got the different flavors so you can experiment.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I didn't know there were different flavors of Fresca.
Oh, yeah. There's black cherry or black cherry.
Something like that.
There's a bunch of them. My nieces just went through them all. We just bought a bunch of them when they came to visit.
Does
Boy,
it
they just drank
Does
them
it
all.
make them? Does it make it taste sweeter or
A
something?
little bit better. I think Aunt Lucy would like the flavor. I do.
Well, Canary Cocktails available in your store. Local mixologists created this. Really proud to have this in our community. These are definitely recognized. They're handcrafted, well made.
These are good guys.
And $3.49. How much? $3.69 can. So
$3.95.
$3.95. So 4 bones per can. They come in
And
a 4-pack.
remember, that's like
if you
2
want.
drinks.
Yeah,
So that's
totally.
pretty cheap for
Yeah,
cocktails.
Two cocktails. Yeah, please.
All right. Well, let's take some phone calls for Jimmy. 877-602-9696, whether it's about cocktails or beer or wine or service.
Hospitality.
Restaurant recommendations. Valentine's Day is coming up. Maybe you want to have
there you go.
Jimmy knows all, can tell you all about it, and we'll let you chat with him. 877-602-9696.
Yes.
No active accidents to tell you about right now. I'll just remind you that there's a freezing frog warning. I did it again.
So there are freezing frogs out there.
A freezing fog warning, which is not only affecting your visibility, but it can make roads slick. So just slow down and make sure your lights are on. If you see an accident or a frozen frog you want to tell me about, you can text us 33986.
All right, 877-602-9696 is the number to call. Ask Jimmy a question. 877-602-9696. KXRK Provo. Loveland Living Planet Aquarium.
I'm pretty sure there's no frozen frogs there.
We'll ask James when he gets here at 9:30.
Yeah, James is going to come in and tell us, because they have a bunch of new exhibits there. They've been doing some remodeling. There a lot of, if it's been a while since you've been to the aquarium, I bet it looks a little different than the last time you were there. And the exhibits are always changing, so it's a good thing to go and check out. They're at about 120th South Lone Peak Parkway in Draper. You can't miss it. The big U2 claw.
Well, it's the Utah claw now.
The Utah claw was the bang.
Was the hair.
What that was. But it kind of looks like that. All the different animals there. The sharks, the sea turtles, the giant Pacific octopus.
I need some otter therapy.
You can, go there. They have the Asian small-clawed otters there, penguins there. And not only do they do ray encounters, which means you can kind of touch the rays, sometimes they even do penguin up-close animal encounters. I don't know if you can touch them, but maybe you can just get a little closer to them. We can ask James when he's here.
Lunch with
later.
a penguin.
Could be. Plan your next trip by going to livingplanetaquarium.org.
Of
I've got this list here
A list?
of the oddest laws in America.
What?
Rules, all kinds of. These are laws that are on the books in various states. So, for instance, in Alabama.
Well, it's a list. Is it a
sure.
proper list?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
This is a law on the books in Alabama. You may not dress as a member of the clergy unless you are one. You
What about
can't-
Halloween?
No, it's a misdemeanor.
I want to be a pregnant nun for Halloween. I can't do that?
In Alaska, you can't operate motorcycles or loud power tools at night. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? That's
all right,
not so
yeah.
strange. Arizona, you don't interfere with a claw game, a claw machine, or a crane game. You know those.
Claw.
Yeah, the claw. Don't. It's illegal to mess with them.
Hmm.
If you do, it's a misdemeanor. Arkansas says forget about beeping your horn after 9 p.m. at sandwich shops.
At sandwich
Yes,
shops
specifically. It says here, no person shall sound the horn on a vehicle at any place where cold drinks or sandwiches are served after 9 p.m.
Don't disturb my sandwich.
I don't understand that.
I'm having a before bed sandwich.
In California, you can't eat frogs that die in frog jumping competitions.
Huh?
That's a waste of a frog then, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you just throw it on the heap. Colorado, you can't use upholstered furniture outside.
Why not?
I don't know.
You can't
So
use
you have to use
upholstered furniture outside.
Oh, here I bet this is the reason. It's outdoor furniture lobby people saying you must buy outdoor furniture.
I think it's because it just looks trashy. That's
can't-
why I made that law.
You can't use upholstered couches, mattresses, or in the front or backyard or the side yard.
I'm an elected official, and I've decided that looks trashy.
Now this is a good law. In Connecticut, it is against the law to sell silly string to a minor.
Oh yeah, we're
Well,
anti-silly.
that's a good idea.
You know,
'cause-
I think
What about
only,
mascots?
I think only mascots can have silly
No,
string.
they're dangerous with silly string.
and that stuff's flammable, you know.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I've told that jazz bear, you stay away from me with that stuff.
I'll punch him.
In Delaware, you can't whisper or use profane language in a place of worship.
You can't whisper in a place of worship?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're supposed to only talk out loud?
It says no person may disrupt religious worship by noise, talking, or whispering, or by rude or indecent behavior.
But how do you tell your kids to knock it off?
You just shake your fist at them.
Tell them they're going to get arrested.
Don't feed the alligators in Florida. That's not odd.
Yeah.
Georgia, you can't have chickens crossing the road.
Well, it's just a good idea.
But they need to get to the other side.
Well, I'm sorry.
They really don't need to.
You have to carry them.
What kind of business do they have? What business are they carrying out across the street, really?
And in Idaho, you can't carry a red cane or a white cane unless you're fully or partially blind.
That's right.
You can't dye a baby chick in Illinois.
Yeah,
In
probably a
Indiana,
good
don't
idea.
even think about catching a fish with your bare hands.
Why not?
No hillbilly hand fishing?
Nope.
They got a whole series of shows about that.
In Iowa, don't pass off fake butter as real butter. Now that's a good law.
That's a good law.
Let me see where. If
Give me a
Utah
good one
here.
to end with here.
Oh, we don't
we
have
need
one
a
for
Utah.
Utah. We don't have
There are
one.
All
no
of our
weird
laws.
Yeah.
Just look at our liquor laws. That's all you need to know.
In let's see. In
One more.
I got to get a good one here. In Maryland, it is illegal to use stench bombs.
What is a
Stink bomb.
A stink bomb. Any liquid, gas, or solid substance of matter of any kind which is intended to be thrown, dropped, poured, deposited, or discharged for the purpose of producing a noxious, nauseating, sickening, irritating, or offensive odor. No stink bombs allowed.
Somebody did that to me once, so I'm going to make a law about it.
Yeah, there you
Stop
go.
it.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
I'm an elected official. Please, don't call this day drinking. This is refined. This is special. Cheers, everybody.
did from Payson, and Nikki says, bottoms up.
In Payson.
In Payson.
Oh, that's the town motto in Payson, actually. So,
Bottoms up.
yeah,
It's on their sign.
it is.
Jimmy Santangelo is still with us here in the studio for another segment. 877-602-9696. You can call in and ask Jimmy a question about cocktails, about wine, about spirits, about hospitality, about how to become a sommelier, restaurant recommendations, whatever you choose. Do that. We do have a call. Let's
We
see.
do. It's Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Hey guys, thanks for letting me listen.
Yeah. What's your question?
So, Jimmy, I have a bottle of Robert Skinsky 1995 Reserve Merlot that I bought when my wife and I were dating, and it's just been hanging out in my wine rack for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if it's still any good.
I bet it is. You said it was a Merlot from 95?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so what
I
you
have
want to
the
do is
percentages.
look at, feel the edge. So we want to make sure that there's not been any leaking, that it's been stored correctly and things like that. So just make sure that the top capsule at the top of the bottle that's covering the cork, that metal capsule has no tackiness or stickiness to it. Sometimes it might have happened. Now it's dried out for a few years, but yeah, you just kind of want to make sure. You can also hold it up to a light or put the bottle over some illumination, or take your cell phone flashlight, just kind of get some light through it and see the condition of that cork, how well that's been maintained. And look at your fill level, stand it upright, and if you have any evaporation, if that wine's reduced down to, say, the shoulder level, or it's not normal fill level of, say, a bottle that you can compare against to, then you've had some evaporation, some leakage, things like that. What I'd recommend is have it. Make it simple. Grilled steak and French fries, man, and that wine will just thrive. You don't even have to go that complicated. Get a jar of tapenade over at your favorite grocer, some bread, and you'll be in business.
Oh, that sounds good.
When are we having?
Bill wants to know when to come over.
When am I coming over? Are you still married to this woman, Brian?
Yes, I am.
Okay, how do you feel about having just a third person at the table? just me.
How come
Bill,
just you?
You're more than welcome. I'd love to have you.
Okay, well, tell me when we'll have the steak and the
Brian,
Merlot.
take a picture of it and tag me on social media. I'd love to see it when you have it. And careful opening it. You remember those old little, you may have one clunking around the back of the drawer. It's the wine keys, but they're just the two tabs, the prongs, the two-prong opener. Use one of those, honestly, to get that cork moving around, and then drop in your wine key to extract it. It may break apart on you and everything. It's okay. Just decant that wine off, strain it off, just dump it into another. It'll be fine, and enjoy. I'm excited
Here you
for
go,
it.
Brian.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'm excited. Thank you.
You got it.
I've always found that actually the little bits of cork sort of add to the experience. Just drink them, You leave behind, chew on them.
Let's see. Jimmy, just curious. Utah law is 1.5 ounce of alcohol per mixed drink. What is the ratio in the cocktail cans?
Oh, that's a great question. It's 9% alcohol by volume. It's based on a different measurement. It is a distillate. So that law has actually been changed. We used to, just a few years ago, we're only allowed with canned cocktails to serve it.
Yeah.
It had to be measured. And everyone was like, nah, come on, it's 9 ounces. It's not at this. So that law got changed.
I remember that,
yeah. But to lead on that, if I may,
sure.
technically, you can have 2.5 ounces of premium spirit in your liquor. Now, what is a premium spirit? Your vodka, gin, tequila, rum, whiskey, but you can't have. So you have to your first one, your primary is 1.5. Then you can lay down an ounce on top of that for your 2.5. But it can't be of the same distillate. It can't be of the same spirit. So you can't have a vodka and a vodka. It's got to change. So
you can't make Bill's a double. Is that what you're saying?
Just barely a double. Yeah, 1.5. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So, but that might be a conversation for another time.
There you go.
You can't really have a double, can you?
No.
When I say make mine a double,
Right.
In Utah, they can't make me a double.
Nope.
How do I get my hands on some good grappa in Utah? There is no good grappa.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think there's any such thing as good grappa.
That's just
Go to HSL. They've got a delicious grappa there by Ransom Distillery, and the grappa that's based after the white grape Gewürztraminer and maybe 2 or 3 others as a blend, and that is a very floral, aromatic, rocket fuel-y type of grappa, but approachable. It's the most approachable grappa I've ever had.
Okay. HSL, Handle Salt Lake.
Yeah, Handle
on
Salt Lake over here.
Second sale?
Get yourself a good meal while you're there. Of the breweries in downtown Salt Lake, which one serves the best food? I'm seeing some Sundance movies this weekend. Love to try some
breweries downtown.
Breweries and good food and beer.
This is the brand new. I'm glad this came up. It gives me a chance to talk about the Engine Room. Brand new restaurant. 300 West over by the Walmart there. So 1450 South or whatever. I don't know.
I saw some photos. Looks great.
Looks great. Gastropub. They're not a brewery, but you're going to be in a pub atmosphere, and perhaps that's what you're looking for. The reason I love it, when I was looking at the menu, they've got pork belly lollipops.
I'm listening.
Got Gina's attention. That's
they're from the reason I'm excited about it is it's from the owners of Taqueria 27.
Yes.
So they have always done such a good job. Yep. Todd and his wife, they do such a good job. And now I don't know if they're going to be on site, but they're behind it. And the menu development, the space looks really sexy. There's been a really great write-up about a week or so ago in Gastronomic SLC, our friend that puts that together. And so I would go there.
I've got to go try this.
So we first met. Great. We met Todd first when he was the chef at
Z Tejas.
Z Tejas, which at
Long
the
time
Gateway.
ago.
And, Z Tejas was kind of
it's
a chain. I mean, a very small chain of restaurants that I think Shula's Steakhouse offshoot or something like that. But he had to do things their way, except he didn't like doing things their way.
He would have specials that were not on the menu.
And that's what you always ordered because it was better.
Yeah.
And then he said, I can't do this anymore. And then he started
his own
T27.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I want to go try this place.
People are suggesting the food trucks that are around Fisher Beer.
Yeah.
It's also another way
Good
to go.
call.
There's always a good variety there.
Mm-hmm. And finally, this question. SOS, my husband and I have a bet. Is Jimmy from New York or the Midwest?
I'm Western New York. Yeah, I'm not from the city. I'm not from New York City, but I'm not from upstate. There's a difference. And I'm from Western New York.
I love that they have a bet about this.
Oh, yeah? Let's just text and find out.
Thanks for asking.
So you got some events coming up and things that you want?
Yeah, I don't have my dates in front of me, but next week, Wednesday, we're at the Coop by Roosters up in Layton. That's going to be a fun wine tasting. Wine is for Lovers is the name of that one. You can find us at Kiln Co-working Space at the 3 locations, either Lehigh, Holiday, the brand new one, or in downtown at Gateway for wine tastings. You can find those tickets on Eventbrite and then receive a complimentary tour of that space. And finally, in a couple of Thursdays at Tracy Aviary Cellar Club, multi-course, robust bites, 5-course wine dinner at the Aviary.
And, of course, always Valentine's Day gifts, in-home wine event.
Absolutely.
WineAcademyofUtah.com is where you can get that for a gift.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Be safe.
Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Let's see. Oh, somebody remembers going to one of our singles mixers at Z Tejas.
Yeah.
That was
tequila.
so long ago.
They were tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila mixers. They were very popular, yeah.
No accidents to tell you about. Just a reminder that there is I'm going to slow down. Freezing fog advisory.
Oh, damn it.
Until 11 o'clock. So make sure your headlights are on and slow down, and remember that oftentimes when that fog happens, that means roads are slick.
Those frogs move slow when it's like that, too.
True.
You might hit one.
That's traffic.
All right. Thank you very much. Beat Gina coming up after these messages and a song. It's easy to play. It's Christian Bale trivia today.
All right.
What is our prize?
It's tickets to see Pro Bull Riding at the Delta Center, February 6th and 7th.
You'll see Pro Bull Riding at 877-602-9696. That is the number to call to play Beat Gina to get the bull riding tickets.
You can ride a pro bull.
Yes. 877-602-9696 is the number to call. Coming up after this short break and a song.
One of my hobbies is trying to seek out excellent bathroom opportunities.
One of your hobbies is going to the bathroom?
Yeah, well, and grading bathrooms and judging them. And now you have your beautiful bathrooms, like, say, at the Grand America. Or at Snow Basin has really beautiful bathrooms.
The bathrooms at the Grand America are so nice they won't let me in.
They turn you away. Yep. But this weekend, I experienced another great bathroom. This was up in Ogden at Utog, which is a great little brew pub in Ogden on Grant Avenue. They have a really great burger there. They have a burger there that I really enjoy. And I wanted to give a big tip of the hat to them for their bathroom. Now, if you go to x96.com/live.
How do they feel about you going in there and taking pictures of their bathroom?
Well, you closed the door and there was nobody else in there with me at the time. So what you will see in this picture is a sign, a very cheery sign that says, "Please only use what you need. Thank you." And they have available all kinds of things in the bathroom.
Are those tampons?
So they have tampons and pads because not everybody uses a tampon. There are pad people that prefer the pad.
Those pads come in really handy for buffing your car.
What's in that jar right there?
Well, so that's the thing.
Those are IUDs, aren't they?
That's the thing that I thought was amazing. So they have a jar.
There's lotion. There's all kinds of.
Yeah, they have a jar of rubber bands. Isn't that smart? Because there are times when I'm tucking into a nice burger, I want my hair out of the way for that.
Oh, they're the code.
They're hair bands.
They're hair bands, not just rubber bands.
Yeah, no, they're hair. You need to tie your hair back. There is a jar of. I was stunned.
And did you?
Well, I didn't need to at the time, but the fact that they have that available is amazing. Now, I've been to like a spa before where they have hair ties it, because sometimes when you're at the spa, you want to put your hair up and get it out of the way. But just at a restaurant, and I've been at restaurants before where I've seen that they have some tampons, but that they have an assortment of feminine hygiene products.
You're sure you're sure it's a restaurant?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I just
Yes.
What's it called?
Utog.
UTOG.
And next time you're in Ogden, Bill, you should try it. The food is really good. The beer is really good. It's a local place.
Brewing.
It's big. I'm gonna have to come up with some potty awards that I can start giving when I discover wonderful bathroom. And of course, it was clean. I mean, that's the most basic of things. There is that it was clean.
So where would you rank this one?
Well, it's pretty high as far as Ogden. This is number one bathroom in Ogden.
How was the men's room?
Well, I didn't go in there.
Why not? I mean, come on, you're going to do it. Do it right.
Actually, now that you're saying that, I should have asked my husband to go in because I am wondering what the offerings are in the men's room. Perhaps there are other...
Like a razor?
Yeah, maybe.
Cotton swabs?
Maybe.
Nose hair trimmer?
Yeah.
Condoms?
Maybe.
I think maybe they have a condom machine in there.
And they could have hair ties in there, too.
Tiny deodorants?
Maybe. Okay, so I need a report for somebody in Ogden to go. Maybe Sketchy Blake needs to get on this.
He is a true investigator.
That's true, and he's up that way anyway. So I need you to go to the men's room at Utog and tell me what the offerings are.
I've had this beer, I know, but I I don't recognize where this.
It's Grant. It's like right behind where the mall used to be, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you park in the mall parking lot, the old mall parking lot.
Well,
I highly recommend it.
2331 Grant Avenue.
You know what's also right across the street is the big mural of Joe McQueen.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should have got a picture of that.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. It's a good spot.
I'm looking at their website. It doesn't say anything about their bathroom.
They should highlight it.
Well,
I
then
mean,
where-
I don't think they want people just coming in off the street to use the bathroom. I think you need to
Well, then
patronize
where's
them.
the best bathroom down here in Salt Lake area?
Oh, it's the Grand America.
Grand America?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got full length doors, top to bottom doors.
That's the one they won't let me in.
Mm-hmm.
I start to go in and they say, "Nope, sorry, sir, sorry."
Oh, there's a picture of you, Tug. That is nice.
Yeah.
They'll let me go into the Grand America bathroom if I'm wearing a tie. I have to wear a tie.
Even if you have shorts and
Yeah,
Crocs
yeah.
on, as long as you have a tie.
As long as you're wearing
Yeah.
a tie.
Yeah.
All right, you can go in.
Yeah. And I will take bathroom suggestions too. If you know of a bathroom I need to try, I'll go check it out. But
Yeah,
if
I
people
don't know,
want to, if
people might be leading you astray, though.
if business
Let's send her to the worst bathroom in Salt Lake.
if businesses want to step up their bathroom game, I can be a consultant too.
Bathroom consultant on your business card.
I mean, it seems to me generally it's the last thing that they consider in restaurants and other places where a bathroom has to be available. It seems to me it's usually the last thing they consider. And you know what I hate to see when I go into a bathroom at a restaurant or something is a plunger, sitting next to the.
It should be tucked away, so it should be
so that-
accessible but not visible.
Yeah.
It should be.
I mean, you shouldn't. It's like we have to use this all the time,
We have to keep
so
it
it's right here.
right
That's the message it sends to me. We got to have it handy because boy, things really get clogged up in here.
Somewhere in my stack of photographs, I have it'd truly frighten you, Gina.
Oh no.
A picture of the bathroom at Bert's Tiki Lounge
Oh,
while
geez.
it was still standing towards its last days.
I don't know.
That would frighten you. I see pictures of CBGB's bathrooms.
It was
I go,
like
"No,
that? No?
nothing, no.
Oh, really?
Bert's
Okay.
Bert's had it beat.
Remember what is it? Train Spotting, the worst bathroom in Scotland. Oh God. Ooh.
They got babies crawling out of theirs.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Beat Gina announcer Johnny Ola. We'll get to our game in just a moment, but first a word for you hep cats and kittens. Sweet Georgia Brown hairdressing is the pomade with the scent of real Georgia peaches. Slick it down, shine it up, and wait for the reaction.
Wow.
Don't just look smooth, smell sweet. Get the hairdressing that gives you that high gloss shine and the irresistible scent of fresh Georgia peaches.
Nice.
Sweet Georgia Brown hairdressing settles unruly hair, keeps edges neat, and gives you a look that stays sharp all day long. Apply a small amount to palms and smooth over the hair. Brushing adds luster. Excellent for keeping hair straight and preventing dryness. Water repellent. High gloss, the scent she loves. It's Sweet Georgia Brown hairdressing.
Nice.
The original pomade since 1934. And now, he's high gloss, water repellent, and has the scent that everyone loves.
Well.
Your host, Kerry Jackson.
Thank you, Johnny Ola.
You're welcome.
Well, water repellent makes it sound like it'd be impossible to wash out of your hair.
Don't think about that.
Oh, okay.
It's delicious.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Add ice cream and you're fine.
Oh, I think you would be, yeah. Let's see. The randomizer has picked a contestant. It looks like you're going up against Nicole today. Nicole, are you there?
I am.
All right, Nicole, we're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you the advantage if you call it correctly, heads or tails.
Let's go heads.
All right. Let's see what we got here. It is heads. Very good.
Nicole, you're one step closer to winning the experience of electrifying adrenaline rush of Pro Bull riding February 6th and 7th at the Delta Center.
All right, Nicole.
When do I get to ride the bull?
Well,
I'm just kidding. Sorry.
You'll have to talk to the Bulls manager about that. I think if you slip him a little green.
I think there's no bull for you, Nicole.
Yeah. All right, Nicole, first question is for you because you won the coin toss. Multiple choice pop culture trivia. If you get it correctly, you get the point. If not, Gina has been paying attention. I will ask her the same question, and she will steal your point away. We will go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. Because it is Christian Bale's birthday today, Christian Bale trivia. So here we go. Let's see. Christian Bale competed against nearly 4,000 other auditioners for what role? Was it 1, Bruce Wayne in Batman Begins? Was it 2, Jim Graham in Empire of the Sun? Was it 3, the margarine mogul in I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, the movie? Or 4, the inventor of the snooze button in the movie Just 9 More Minutes?
I'm going to guess Jim Graham.
Correct.
There we go.
Empire of the Sun.
1 point for Nicole. Now we go to Gina.
All right, Gina, let's see. Gina?
Yeah.
He is the first person to be nominated for an Academy Award for playing, was it 1, a real-life vice president,
Okay.
2, a serial killer, 3, a 6-inch screen in Not Now, I'm Checking My Phone, or 4, Brenda Jenkins.
I will go with serial killer.
Serial killer?
No?
No. I'm sorry.
Nicole.
Nicole?
I'll go with the first one.
Vice president. Yes.
That's 2 for Nicole, none for Gina. Nicole controls the question.
This
You
could
could
be
just
quick.
put the cap
Ooh,
on it,
clean
Nicole.
sweep.
Wow. Okay. Christian Bale's first on-screen role was in 1983 in a British commercial for what, Nicole? Was it 1, fish pie? Was it 2, Toddy and Squeak with gravy? Is it 3, Weetabix? Or 4, Pac-Man cereal?
I'm going to go for Pac-Man cereal.
Wow, there you go. 3-0.
clean sweep.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
I think you could handle riding one of those bulls. You've handled Beat Gina handily, and you're going to go see one of those days, February 6th and 7th at the Delta Center.
Congratulations, Nicole.
All right, Nicole.
Thank you.
Hang on the line. We'll tell you how to get those tickets.
And I've got to get home. I'm going to help Mrs. Zola press her hair.
Oh, well, okay. All right, big boy news now, brought to you by
Clark Planetarium proudly presents Lost Wolves of Yellowstone, a breathtaking IMAX journey into the dramatic reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone National Park, an epic story of survival, controversy, and the wild's return. Tickets are available at clarkplanetarium.org.
And don't forget,
The views expressed on X96's Radio from Hell show do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Broadway Media, its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
I'm glad you say don't forget because I almost always do. Tragedy. She was one of a kind, an original. I guess she'll be missed. Charity Pierce has died. She was, her weight loss journey was documented in a season 3 episode of My 600-Pound Life. She has died. She was 50 years old. Ms. Pierce's daughter, Charity Joe, announced her death in an emotional Facebook post on Tuesday, sharing that her mother was surrounded by loved ones when she passed. I wasn't going to post about this, but the calling and texting is making my head feel like it's on fire. Almost all immediate family member knows that my mom passed away. She's up with her mama and brother and sister, and she's finally at peace. She was on My 600-Pound Life and she did pretty well, I believe. The
You
pictures.
mean she lost weight?
Yeah, she lost a lot of weight. The pictures we're looking at right now, one shows her, I think that's her heaviest on the right, and then after she'd lost a lot of weight, she was, and she was kind of, I think people who watched that show thought that she was kind of, she had a good personality. She was entertaining. Let's see. Donald Trump had a not a press conference, a cabinet meeting yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And where is this from? It's from Mediate. Here are the 5 most fawning moments from Trump's cabinet meeting. So Trump has cabinet meetings. The reason he has them is that so all of his various secretaries can come in and tell him how great he is.
Mm-hmm.
So number 1, Pete Hegseth claims Venezuelan operation was one of the greatest military operations in history.
In history?
Yeah, in history. Well, talking about the mission to take Maduro, Secretary of Defense Hegseth declared it the most sophisticated raid ever.
Wrong.
No other military in the world could have executed this sophisticated, powerful raid.
That's just
I
wrong.
would say in the world history.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Number
Wrong.
2, Howard Lutnick insists Trump is fixing everything. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick was called on. He detailed the various economic gains that have been made during Trump's second term. Things have apparently been so good, Lutnick claimed, that Trump has fixed everything. You are fixing everything with your policies, Lutnick told Trump. You have changed America and created the golden age.
If by fixed he means something else.
Donald Trump's small business administrator tacked on addition to list of wars he's ended. In an effort to frame himself as a president of peace, Trump has repeatedly made the claim that he's ended at least 8 wars.
Wrong.
Well, Kelly Loeffler, the small business administrator, said, under your leadership, you've ended at least 8 wars, but probably the most important and underreported war that this president ended was Joe Biden and the Democrats' war on Main Street and hardworking families.
Wrong.
And then Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, said during his remarks that the administration of Joe Biden, former president, destroyed America with what he called the 3 I's, immigration, inflation, and interest rates. We've got gains in wages and low prices now, said Bessent. And then
Wrong.
Trump saved hundreds of lives during winter storms due to his love of coal.
What?
When it comes to energy, Donald Trump has long been a proponent of coal and railed against the use of windmills.
Wrong.
With much of this country still reeling from winter storms, Energy Secretary Chris Wright claimed Trump's pro-coal agenda actually has saved lives, and this beautiful clean coal was the MVP of the huge cold snap we're in right now. Wright said, I can say with some confidence, hundreds of American lives have been saved because of your leaning in and stopping the killing of coal's revitalizing coal.
I would say taint is a better word, actually.
I have an honest question.
Yeah.
What are they getting out of it? What do you get out of fawning
They
over
get to
him?
do their own little grafts
Yeah,
on
you
the
can
side.
do your own grifting on the side, get plenty of money,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
pardon you at the end of the term.
Now, somebody like Pete Hegseth, it just compensates for his lack of any kind of, he has nothing in terms of being a personality or a real man or a real human being. He has nothing. Nothing.
How do you sleep? How do you live with yourself? How do you look your kids in the eye? I don't know how you do any
You
of
sleep
that.
on a pile of money.
Because most of them also lie to themselves.
Yeah.
That's probably a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
They think
They indicted me.
They think they're doing good
Yep.
things.
Hundreds of Utah nurses and others joined together yesterday evening to honor Alex Preddy, a 37-year-old intensive care unit nurse who was killed in Minneapolis by ICE. The vigil at the Utah Capitol was organized by Utah Nurses Association and the Utah Nurses Foundation. People held flameless candles and white roses as they listened to tributes to Mr. Preddy and observed a moment of silence. There was a lot of people there, the nurses. Oh, and there's I better pull this up before I forget it. There's also tomorrow, National Day of Action, no business as usual. No, it's today.
Today.
2 p.m. Washington Square Park today. This is they're having a rally, and it's at 2 p.m. And Washington Square Park is the one at the City County building there. across from the library.
We're having a tremendous problem in Utah.
Yeah. Let's see now. So Gerber, the baby food people.
Yes.
Parents might want to check their pantries after Gerber announced a recall of one of its most popular snacks.
Ooh.
The company is voluntarily recalling certain batches of its arrowroot biscuits over concerns that the package may contain, quote, soft plastic and or paper pieces. Gerber said the material originated from an arrowroot flour supplier that initiated its own recall. The company said it's no longer working with that supplier. The recall affects 5.5-ounce packages produced between July and September of last year. Now, here's another recall that doesn't affect us, I don't believe, but it's so huge that it's just, well, you'll like this, Gina.
Okay.
Because we've been talking about this. A huge range of products, brand name products, from food to pharmaceuticals, including Cheerios and Tylenol, have been recalled due to potential salmonella contamination. Gold Star Distribution Incorporated, which oversees distribution of a wide range of food, drugs, and other groceries, so they're just a distribution center, is recalling all FDA-related products that were sent from a specific facility, including drugs, medical devices, cosmetics, dietary supplements, human food, pet food, due to rodent and avian contamination. Mouse poop. Thousands of products recalled.
No.
Pringles.
But to back up, you're saying we don't have to worry about this here.
Not here. But I'm just talking about it because it's so mammoth. It's so huge. Thousands of products, including Pringles, ramen noodles, Domino sugar, Arizona tea, Gatorade, Trojan condoms, Axe body spray, Colgate toothpaste.
Antivirus condoms?
Yeah, I guess. These are so the Gold Star does not distribute here, but I just think it's amazing. So many things. And how clean is airline water?
Probably not very.
Yeah. Well, you better not. They say don't drink coffee or tea on a plane.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not. These they tested the water on several airlines, and here is the cleanest water was on Delta Airlines, and they got a grade A, 5.0, grade A. Frontier, Alaska, and Allegiant got Frontier got an A, Alaska and Allegiant got grade B. Anything below that, though, considered poor water safety, according to the study, includes Southwest, Hawaiian, United, Spirit, JetBlue, American. Don't ever drink any water that isn't in a sealed bottle. Don't drink coffee or tea. Don't wash your hands in the bathroom.
Really?
Instead, use alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Wow.
Containing at least 60% alcohol, the recommendation of these researchers. And I heard yesterday that Southwest Airlines, they're getting rid of their cattle call seating.
Oh, they already did, yeah.
Yeah, they've gotten rid of it. It's assigned seating now. And I've always wondered why they preferred for such a long time that cattle call seating where you didn't have an assigned seat. I don't know why they preferred that. It must have been cheaper to do it that way.
That's what they, as I recall, the advertising said.
We can keep our prices.
We keep our
down.
prices down because of these things that we do, and
Yeah.
I'm like, how does that? I don't understand.
Yeah. All right, that's it.
Sports weather traffic.
Oh, this is sad. Lindsey Vonn crashed on her final downhill before the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics on Friday and was left limping, keeping her weight off her left knee. Vaughn lost control when landing a jump in a World Cup race and ended up tangled up in the safety nets in the upper portion of the course. She eventually got up after receiving medical attention, walked away gingerly, taking weight off her left knee, using her poles to steady herself. She was wincing. I was so, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say.
She's 42 years old, so that's remarkable.
I guess I shouldn't say, maybe she'll be fine. But I was that was one of the things with the Winter Olympics I was looking forward to following is how she was doing.
That's true.
It's pretty amazing. The Jazz tonight are home to the Brooklyn Nets. That's at 7:30. Terrible, almost record-setting loss the Mammoth had last night against the Carolina Hurricanes, 4-5. They were up with like 2 minutes left, and Carolina came back and beat them. They play the Stars tomorrow at 7 in college basketball. Tomorrow you have Utah men playing Oklahoma State at 4 o'clock. BYU plays number 14 ranked Kansas. BYU's 13, so that should be a pretty evenly matched game tomorrow at 2:30. Weber State playing Idaho State tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That is your sports. Weather, very cold this morning, 21 right now. There is a freezing fog advisory until 11 a.m. That fog affects your visibility, also makes the road slick, so be aware of that. Let me see if we have any accidents that have cropped up in the last few minutes. We've had a surprisingly pretty good commute in spite of all that fog. Let's see. Crash eastbound SR 201 at milepost 11 in Salt Lake. Crash northbound Main Street at Center Street. That's up in Summit County, blocking all lanes of traffic there. And as usual, you can send in whatever you like. You can suggest my sign-off if you like. Somebody likes hantavirus condoms. Maybe that'll be my sign-off later. You can text it in at 33986. The Mystical World of Lorwyn returns in Magic the Gathering's newest set. Check it out. Go to Haster Games, 6831 South State.
All right, so we will take a break. We'll be back after these, and then the Boner recap game happens just after 9 o'clock. Stand by for that.
Listen to Radio.
Hello, kiddies. It's me, your old friend, the bookkeeper. I'm here to help you with your taxes. Today, we're going to hear a tale from the old ledger which should simplify on how to fill out those pesky forms. Pay close attention now, so you won't have to pay even more later.
You can come on in now, Mr. Irvine.
Thank you. You can call me Lemar.
Lemar. Okay. My secretary said you had some questions concerning your tax forms?
Well, yeah. There ain't enough places on this here 1040A. I was wondering if there was a special form or maybe a separate schedule I should fill out.
Enough places for what?
My wives.
Oh, you should only list your current wife on your tax forms. Your ex-wife will have to file separately.
Ex-wife? I ain't never been divorced.
You have more than one wife.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. There ain't no place on this here farm to list all my wives. Not to mention the fact they don't leave you enough places to list your children either.
How many wives do you have?
6. But the 2 youngest haven't turned 18 yet, so I figure I'll list them as dependents.
Oh my. You're going to just have to list your first wife on your 1040, and then we'll file separate forms with the other ones, listing them as single head of household.
Well, now wait one darn minute there, Sonny. No woman of mine is going to claim to be the head of my household. I won't stand for it.
Now, it's only a classification. They won't really be heads of households. I mean, think of it. 5 women with no income and children to claim. You should get quite the refund, Lemar.
Lemar. That would be dishonest. I'm a God-fearing man. I couldn't cheat the government like that.
You do know that polygamy is against the law, don't you?
Yeah. Big refund, you say?
Very big.
Where do I sign?
You see, kiddies, everyone can get a refund just so you know which deductions to take. And if you're willing to sit through a very long audit. As for Lemar, prison might be a vacation when you compare it to having 6 wives reminding you to wipe your feet and take out the trash. Well, this is your old friend, the bookkeeper, reminding you that on midnight on April 15th, that is the cutoff.
It's 8:45.
I should have given you a little more warning about this. Please, if you have the ability to see our YouTube, Radio from Hell at x96.com/live, please, please, please tune into it right now. And those of you who are, pay attention. This is really wonderful. This is lovely. And we're going to show just a little, some pictures here. I got this email from Amanda.
Wait, is this
Well, I guess so, yeah.
Is it
yeah.
email of interest?
Yeah. It is. Good morning, Lords, says Amanda. Since it seems you've been having a hard time finding some happy, which is true.
Yep.
I thought I would send you a video of the little blind dog Nora and her happy life. I try to post once a day on Nora's page to leave something out there. Don't start it just quite yet. For people to smile at. Everything else on social media is so ugly. We need more of this. Animals are just the best, and this little blind girl dog is the happiest dog I've ever seen. She amazes me every day. Enjoy. And so I hope you've got a chance to, and I'll just sort of describe it as it goes along. But you can run it now, Dawson. This is Nora, when she was a puppy, a little puppy mostly. And it's just, the screen is now black. And
it's not working. We're having issues.
And I'm so in love with you, we do anything.
Nora. And
these are still pictures, some of them.
Look at that little puppy.
Adorable.
Born
like
with no
she's
eyes.
Australian Shepherd, or at least a mix of one. Maybe?
Born with no eyes. Now, for some reason, she could sense exactly where that ball was. There she is, looking out the window of the car and playing with a ball. And that's her pal. I forget his name. Spike or what's his name? There's Nora, a beautiful little puppy. Has just the happiest dog in the world. Loves other dogs. And
animal content is helping me get through everything that's going on. I mean, I have my own animal content at home, which is helpful.
There's Nora with Amanda.
We have a family text chain going with Joe's siblings.
Yeah,
because his sister lives in Maine, where they've been getting all the snow, and she's got 2 rescue German Shepherds, and she's been sending us video of what it's like to try to let them outside and to play in all the snow there. So we kind of have this chain going of sending each other pictures of our dogs, and it is nice because before that we would send group texts complaining about everything that's going on. Can you believe this? What's happening there? And I much prefer the puppy text chain. Might I encourage you in whatever text chain you're in to send pictures or videos like Nora, or like it's a nice thing to share.
Well, Sue sends me at least 2 every morning.
And doesn't that make, like, if you're down, doesn't that make you feel a little bit better?
Like this morning, she sent me one called Cutest Mowing.
Mowing?
Meowing. And it's just cats. It's just the sound of cats meowing.
Yeah. That's a little kitty.
That's a kitty.
Oh,
that one seems sad.
Oh, my. They want milk.
It's Old Long Johnson.
Yeah.
That one makes it sound like a duck.
Oh, no.
You hear him snort?
Dong. Dong. Dong.
Aww. Mama. Oh.
He's snoring. Yep.
My wife sends me a picture every day, and sometimes it's a couch, sometimes it's a chair, sometimes it's a bed. She said, "This is where Klaus is hiding today." Oh,
it's not a picture of Klaus.
No, he's camera shut.
That's where he's hiding.
This is where Klaus is hiding
today.
Yeah, Klaus likes to run and hide under things immediately. If he senses anything off in the room, he just.
You know what? Send us your pup distraction, your kitty distraction, and maybe we can put a little gallery together of friends of the program pets.
On our social medias.
What was that weird sound between all those meows?
It was just kind of an editing sound, you know.
Just to signify a transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, the golden retrievers, Riley and Oakley, they do what we call the golden purr. And if you get petting them in just the right spot, like behind the ear, they sound like a cat.
Oh, really?
They will have this rumbly kind of kitty purr, and it's the goal every night as we're winding down to see if we can get the golden purr going.
Nick says, I love the cat videos, but I'm loving baby gorillas and baby goats. I saw a cute baby gorilla one the other day. It was a little kid, and they have the glass wall at the
I've
zoo.
seen this, yeah.
And they were both pounding on each sides of the glass at each other,
Like they're kids.
Yeah.
They're
The cats
cousins?
the cats being jerk videos are also good ones too. But yeah, we should put out a call on our social medias. Send us your.
Yeah, Nora inspired us, but we have lots of Vax content. We have our dog here with us every day, but we'd love to see your pets.
Send us some cute animal therapy.
We can all use it.
I don't know. No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I don't. Pets. I don't like pets, but it's a really negative reason. I mean, I like them when I have them, but it's just. I mean, they're.
Is it because you're selfish?
No.
And you don't want to take care of them?
No, because they.
It's because I know what you're going. I know where you're going to go. Yeah.
They go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just.
It's hard.
I can't. I don't. Why do I put myself through that?
Yeah.
Time after time after time.
For the times while they're here.
Yeah.
That's why you do it.
I know.
For sure.
I know.
Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it.
But I still miss Mr. Fluffy Pants.
Of course. Of course you do.
He was really the most wonderful cat.
Hudson was having FOMO this morning.
He wanted to come to work with you?
Well, he wanted to be with me. I'll get up at 3:15, and I'll leave him in bed, or we'll go to the bathroom. We'll go out back, and I'll look at the moon, and he'll pee, and then we'll go back to bed, and he gets in bed with Sue, and then I shut the door, and then I get ready for work.
Sure.
But lately, he's been doing this thing where it's like he sits on the edge of the bed, like, is he coming back?
Daddy?
And then you hear the scratch on the door.
Mm-hmm.
So I took him downstairs for a bit while I did walking, and then I made him sit with me in the shower, in the bathroom. And he was fine after that.
They get neat. Like, I think my dogs are needy. They will follow me from, like, if I'm sitting in a chair and I'm just like getting up to get a drink, and I'll even tell them, I'm coming right back.
Yeah.
You don't have to come with me into the kitchen. I will be right back. They get up and follow me.
Klaus is so damn needy. You pet him, so he'll come and finally he'll settle on the couch next to your chair, and and then you start petting him, and then you stop petting him, and then he starts clawing at your arm.
Well, sure.
And then you pet him again some more.
Why'd
and then
you
you
stop?
And then you stop, and then and sometimes he'll bite you to get you to. And I say that's not working for me.
Well, didn't you learn, Bill? You don't stop. That's what you learned there.
Well,
exactly.
On the other hand, if you keep petting him, it gets so overstimulating for him, he'll bite you.
It's
so
so you
much.
can't win.
No, you can't win. And then you go, ow, and he runs and hides under the couch. He's the weirdest animal.
We're lucky to have him.
Yeah. Well, we'll put up posts on our social media. Send us your...
Yeah, email us radiofromhell@x96.com. Katie's on it.
Send us your cute pet, therapy pictures.
Yeah, it can be video or pictures.
Yeah.
Or stories. You could send us stories about your animals. Any of that.
Dogs are kids in that they always ask, what are you doing? Where are you going? What food is that? But cats are teens. They come to you when they want something.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally. All right, traffic, Gina, please.
A friend of the program says freezing fog is actually called frog. Well, if it's not, it should be.
Exactly.
A crash 114th South, 32nd West, and 27th West in South Jordan, this friend of the program says. Thank you for sending that in. Yeah, that freezing fog or frog warning is in effect till 11. So it's, after the sun comes up, you might not be thinking about having your headlights on. You still need them on, especially when you're going through those foggy areas. And be aware that it can be slick. That fog can keep ice forming on the road, so be aware of that. If you see something you think other friends of the program need to be aware of, you can always text us at 33986. X96 welcomes Claypool Gold 26 coming May 26 to the complex, featuring Primus, Les Claypool's Frog Brigade, or is it Foggy?
Fog Brigade.
I think it's Frog.
And the Claypool Lennon Delirium. That's with Sean Lennon, and they've been working together. So all of those acts will be there May 26. Tickets are on sale now.
All right.
Oh, and that's actually our prize for Boner Recap also.
Oh, it is? The Les Claypool tickets. Yeah. Well, you can win those tickets. Just call in as soon as you can. 877-602-9696. Get lined up. All you got to do is tell us who won the boner this morning. That's pretty easy if you were listening. If you weren't listening, go ahead and cheat. It's go to x96.com, look for the box that says Boners January 30, 2026. Click on there, and it'll give you the answer. So you can win those Les Claypool tickets. 877-602-9696 is the number to call to play. KXRK Provo.
You can watch radio. Yesterday, somebody knocked on my door, and I go to the door, and there's a guy standing not on the porch. I mean, he came up on the porch and knocked on the door, but then he went down the stairs and was standing down at the bottom of the stairs of the porch, so not right at the door. And I said, "Yeah," and he was I can't remember what his hat said. He had a hat on that said something like just a baseball cap, but it had some, I don't know. And he had kind of dreadlocks, and I said, "Yeah, what can I do for you?" And he said, "Well, I'm here to check and see if you're eligible for solar power. With Rocky Mountain is really wanting people to get into the solar program, and so I'm here to get to talk to you about that." I just seemed weird. I said, "Do you work for Rocky Mountain Power?" No. Well, no, I don't. But we're going through the neighborhood here, and we're checking the homes to see if it's a good home to have solar put in, and I just kept thinking, well, what's? I don't think I'll say the name of the company. He said it, and I looked up the company, and they do solar power, but there are a lot of complaints about them.
Yeah,
and it was just odd, and I thought, why are you sending somebody who looks kind of like a hippie around to try and get me to have solar power?
Well, he's a part of the summer sales force, I'm sure, right? So he was a solar sales bro, is what you're telling me?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just was very bizarre, and I've had an unpleasant feeling about the whole thing. And I said, well, no. He said, well, okay, well, we're going to go, some of your neighbors are getting in on this, that kind of thing.
No, they're pests. I don't own a home, but my parents do. And even when I was house sitting for them, like several sales bros for solar, stopped by. Don't get me wrong, pro solar, but there's something about the solar industry and government incentives where a bunch of sales bros are trying to take hardcore advantage of that. And that's why you get a flood of people trying to sell that to you.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought I can't. And I don't know who would do that. Who would say, okay, yeah, come on into my house, and let's look it over, and let me sign some papers. And
someone very lonely.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, it's the same idea as the people who say calling you up from a random number of because I'm on my family phone plan still. I get calls all the time of like,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Davis, are you looking to sell your home? Thinking I'm
Mhm.
my dad.
Yeah.
And I go like, does this ever work? Like, does anybody actually sell a
It
home to
must.
just a random caller
It must.
that comes up?
It
Like,
must. I mean, I get mail at least once a week. Hi, I'm so and so, and I'm looking to buy your house.
Yeah.
You know, and here, contact me right away.
Yeah.
And I think people must do it, or they wouldn't, send that stuff out.
I mean, I guess they're blanketing, but
I love my solar.
Yeah.
But I went after it.
Yeah.
I don't buy things door to door.
Mhm.
If you're coming to me, something's up.
I agree.
I immediately do not trust you if you're coming to me.
And that guy said, this is all explained on the Rocky Mountain. And I don't even think he said Rocky Mountain Power. He just kept saying Rocky Mountain. I think it's all explained on the Rocky Mountain website. And I said, I haven't noticed it. I haven't
There's
seen it.
no way Rocky Mountain Power is endorsing that. That is business against them.
Tristan in the chat room regarding your buy the house thing. As a realtor, it works sometimes. Not a lot, but it's worth a shot.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
I just tell them to meet me at, the Burger King down the street. Yeah, right now. I'll sell the house right now. Meet me at the Burger King.
I don't, so like I said, I looked up the company, and it is a legitimate company apparently, and they
Sure.
do install. They have numerous negative
Yes,
comments.
of course.
They have positive ones too, but it just seems what a weird way to do business.
Yeah.
Go to sending people around door to door.
I will not buy anything door to door. You could have the greatest thing in the world, and it could be wonderfully affordable. I still won't buy it from you.
I
People
bought
have no
something.
shame.
I bought something door to door. Oh, it's probably over 10 years ago now, and it was a woman who came to the door and she said, "Hi, I'm going around. I'm selling this cleaner. This is the most." And she had a bottle in her hand. This is the most remarkable cleaner that you will just amazing. And she had a really pretty good pitch, And I said, "Well, how much is it?" I think she said $20 or something. And I said, "Okay," and I bought it. And it was just so. It was just like, meh.
Well, those guys are all about the hustle, and they have zero shame whatsoever. I've curated my Instagram reel feed to be nothing but stuff other people would hate, but I just love, ironically consuming. And some of that is like business bro fake podcasts where they talk about, how to make an extra dime or two and how to get your sales going, all with a faith-based background, by the way.
Of course.
And I liked one video, and the guy in it reached out to me
Of course he
specifically.
did.
I won't say his name, but I think it's worth reading the DM. Do you want to sell pest control door to door? Average guy will make 30 to 40K in 3 months. Would you be interested in some more info? And I responded with, I got sprayed with some pesticides as a kid, and it gave me nerve damage in my tongue and persistent nightmares involving being hunted by apparitions. Sometimes I have to yelp out loud when I blink because I see the nightmare for a sec. Would that be a problem? And he said, no, you're perfect.
Of course you're perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
No shame.
Well,
none of these guys have any shame.
Yeah, I used to get the guys coming around saying, "Hey, would you like to buy some magazine subscriptions? We're doing this to raise money so we can send kids to camp."
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Here's a texter. Kirby Vacuum came to my house yesterday.
You're kidding.
Yes, they still do it.
The Kirby Vacuum Company. That's amazing.
Vacuum cleaner, door-to-door sales.
I had no idea.
I didn't think they still did that.
They come in and throw a handful of dirt down on your carpet and then vacuum it up.
There you go.
Look at that. Isn't that great?
All right.
Anyways, on that note, I am also, just as a reminder, a part of the sales force here at Broadway Media. So if you would like me to sell your item, reach out to me, ndavis@bwaymedia.com.
He will not come to your door.
No.
Unless you ask him to. All right.
Mick in Kaysville is reaching out and touching
Face?
somebody in Kaysville.
Kaysville.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's foggy, so you can't tell. You're reaching through the fog, and
Okay, Zville.
Kaysville. It's there's a what's the story about? There's a place there, Kay's Corner
Kays Cross.
and Kay's Cross, and there's actually a cross there,
There
but I
used
don't
to be.
I don't remember the reason.
It was the kind of place where when you were teenagers, you'd say it was haunted, and you'd go down there, and there were all kinds of stories about it. And I think all it really was a really sad guy who lost his wife and kind of built a
Put up a
monument.
cross or
but,
something.
But when we were teenagers, that was you dare people to go down there.
Yeah, and when I was a kid, it was the Ogden Cemetery, and there's a statue there of a soldier, where the military section of the cemetery is, I guess. And you'd go there, and he would apparently, I don't know, he'd come to life or something. I can't remember the whole, but yeah, going to the cemetery at night was always fun. Are we doing a Boner recap here?
Well, I suppose we could.
Oh, I'd say let's do it.
All right.
What we need to do is have a contestant for that.
Well, this is Shaden.
Shaden, is that correct?
Yes, it sure is. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How do you spell Shaden? S-H-A-Y?
That's S-H-A-E, actually.
Shay, okay.
A-E-D-E-N, right?
O-N, actually.
O-N.
It's a little bit of a black sheep.
What the hell were your parents thinking? Why'd they name you that?
Honestly, I wish I could tell you. It was probably the Mets.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, Shane.
That's kind of sad.
You're good now, though, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
no, of
good.
course.
You turned
I always
out
have been.
You turned out fine in spite of them, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, Shaden, I'll read these Boner candidates to you, and you tell me the winner. And what is it again?
It's tickets to see Claypool Gold 26 this May 26th at the Complex, featuring Primus, Les Claypool's Frog Brigade, and the Claypool Lennon Delirium.
Sounds like a hell of a show to me. Shaden, did you hear the Boner candidates earlier?
I did not, but I cheated, so I think I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Boner candidate number 1. He picked the perfect location to break into cars, and he used to be related to a friend of the program. True story, I was alerted to this Boner candidate by a listener who said, this guy used to be my stepson-in-law, or something of that nature. This took place in Kearney, Nebraska. A man is going to spend decades in prison because he broke into Buffalo County employee vehicles, including a sheriff's cruiser. They were all parked around the county jail. And
see, this is perfect because they're not going to be looking here.
No.
Yeah. That was Boner candidate number 1. Boner candidate number 2. What do you think they mean by performance? Was this something artistic, perhaps? A Florida man arrested this week after he was caught engaging in what was referred to as a sexual performance with a vacuum cleaner. Okay. And Boner candidate number 3, who will be the first lawmaker to maybe suggest some legislation forbidding this sort of thing? Donald Trump, decorating the White House, has added a framed photo of himself standing with Vladimir Putin. He's put this photo up in what's called the Palm Room at the White House, and it's a kind of a prominent place. And some senators and members of the media and other people are criticizing this. One lawmaker from Estonia said the photo celebrates the greatest war criminal of the 21st century. I assume he was referring to Putin.
I was going to say, and Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Hi-oh.
Yeah. All right. Which one was the winner, Shaden?
I'm going to go with number 3, Bill.
You are correct. There you go, my friend. You have 1 tickets to see Les Claypool and Sean Lennon and a bunch of other people. So
I am so excited.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell us how the show was after you see it, will you? Just let us know.
I will.
All right.
I will.
Hang on the line. We'll tell you how to get your tickets.
So tomorrow we're celebrating Egyptian Christmas.
Why?
Which is basically just we haven't done Christmas with Joe's family yet.
Oh, okay. I was try to do the
But
math on that.
But we're telling people it's Egyptian Christmas. You know how like Greek Easter isn't the same time as regular Easter?
Right. Yeah.
We're doing Egyptian Christmas. Because God bless my mother-in-law, Karen, who's awesome. And if you're ever finding yourself in a in-law situation where you are an in-law, be this kind of don't be the demanding in-law who's like, we have to do things on Christmas or it doesn't count, or on the birthday, or it has to be on the day. The number on the calendar is the day that things need to happen, or it's wrong. She is just like, whenever anybody, if we can all find a day that works for everybody, we'll do it then.
I know.
That's what we'll do.
It's okay with me. Never mind. I don't mind. No, really, I don't mind. We can do it anytime you want.
I mean,
it doesn't have to be on the most important day of the year. It doesn't.
She does. She really doesn't. She's like, I just want everyone to be able to come. So if that's easier, if we do it sometime later in January, I'm just glad we're eking it in while January's still here.
Is this a big brother? I mean, a big gathering? Because I know Joe has a brother and a sister.
Well, and that's it. It's not a big gathering. It's just.
Christmas in Egypt is primarily celebrated on January 7th.
Well, there you go.
By the Coptic Orthodox community, which makes up about 10% of the population. Egypt is a predominantly Muslim country with over 90% of its 109.5 million population adhering to Islam.
Now, Joe's dad was Muslim, but
and Egyptian.
But he used to love, on Christmas Eve, he would stay up and watch the midnight mass that was broadcast from the Vatican.
I was hoping you would say he'd dress up as Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Egyptian Santa Claus. Which I always thought was cool. He just loved watching.
You like the pomp and circumstance of it.
Yep. And he would like to remind people that, Jesus is in the Quran.
Yeah. Yep. He's a minor character.
He's a prophet. He's
one of
there.
many. One of many. Yeah.
So Egyptian Christmas.
Okay.
So Karen still has her Christmas tree up, and so we're gonna have Christmas, and then we're gonna help her put her Christmas away. But she's kept it up, waiting for us to come.
Just whenever you get around to it, it's okay. The tree's getting kind of dry, but I keep water on it as best I can.
Yeah, is it a real tree?
No, it's not a real tree.
Okay.
So.
All right.
It's kind of, I see it every day, and I think, I wonder how the kids are.
Someday we'll do Christmas.
They'll be coming. They'll be coming over someday. I know they will. And maybe they'll bring me presents.
Sure.
I hope they let me know ahead of time so I can prepare an Egyptian feast.
Our tree is still up.
Because it's soothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to stay up for a few more months.
I think you should.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's not hurting anybody.
Mine was up for quite some time after Christmas, but it eventually got dry enough that we had to put it out. We had to put it out of its misery.
You took it out in the back and shot it?
Yeah.
And it's funny because the cities don't do the street side tree pickup anymore, do they?
Yeah, I think Salt Lake does. Yeah, we put ours out on the curb and it was gone.
They don't in my neighborhood. And
your county?
Yeah.
I think your county.
Some guy put his tree out and it was there for weeks.
Yeah.
I think they have a window of time where they won't just do it any time if you don't do it in the right.
Well, the city still does it, but I guess the county is. You got to bring it out to the landfill yourself, buddy.
Well, I don't have to worry about that with my fake plastic tree. Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. We'll be back after these messages with some big boy news and a Pinuendo. Stand by for that.
It's
often said that the people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah word of the day. And today's word is...
Satan. Satan. S-A-Y-U-N. Satan. Today's word and the following sketch was written by Radio from Hell friend of the program Kirk Baxter with a bit of editing and rewriting by Bill Allred. Now here are the mayor of Mona, Utah, Don Criddle, and his son Denver. Again, the word is Satan.
Denver, Criddle, you get out here.
What is it, Daddy?
Denver, I'm very disappointed in you, and I'm sorry to say we need to have another mayor patriarchy discussion about your conduct and about your choice of literature, young man.
What do you mean, Daddy?
Well, your dear mother informed me that she could feel that the wrong spirit was in our home.
Ooh.
So she decided she would ransack your room.
Oh.
And yes, I'm shocked to say that she discovered Satan's book in your possession.
What do you mean, Daddy?
I am speaking of your smuggled copy of Harry Porter and the Prisoner of Alcatraz. I think that's the name of it. Anyway, you know, the spiritual leaders of our church, the one true church, have informed us all that them, what do you call them, Henry Parker books was penned by the devil himself.
But, Daddy, that's not mine. I don't know where it came from.
Oh, Denver, don't you go lying to your father and your mayor authority. I can clearly recognize the Mona City Library card tucked in betwixt the pages. That's yours. Did you check the book out from our local library? Did anybody see the mayor's own son at the library checking out one of Satan's books?
No, Daddy. I bribed Rusty Munthan to go in there and check it out for me. No, Daddy. I don't know where this book came from. I was set up. I was framed, Daddy. That's it.
Denver, your dishonesty is proof of Satan's power over you. Remember that even the little white lies are a victory for Satan.
Oh, Daddy, you got me. I confess. I like reading these filthy, abominable books of Lord Satan. Oh, what do I do, Daddy? Surely my father and illustrious mayor can save my wavering soul from destruction?
Denver, this calls for extreme actions.
No.
I remember when I was a boy, and my daddy caught me with an addiction to lighting matches, and do you know how he cured me?
How, Daddy?
Well, son, he took me deep into the hills of Mona. He brought with him every box of matches he could buy from the local store, and he had me light every single match one by one until I was sick of lighting matches. And wouldn't you know it, I was cured. I never wanted to light another match from then on.
So, in order to cure me, I have to read more of Satan's books, Daddy?
That's right, Denver. And then, when you have read the entire series, I will burn them in our incinerator. Let's get started.
Hail Satan!
Denver!
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah word of the day.
Tammy won, and Anthony won. Big W's.
Wanda knows. All right. Time now for some big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by...
Yeah, menopause sounds like it's going to get started again. It's a poorly named phenomena.
Menopause.
Yeah, it sounds like, and then it'll start up again, which it doesn't. That's the sponsor, by the way. Is
Okay.
menopause.
And don't ever forget.
The views expressed on X96's Radio from Hell show do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Broadway Media, its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Brooke Nevels is sharing new details about her experience after accusing Matt Lauer of sexual misconduct. The former Today Show producer has written a book, Unspeakable Things, which hits shelves February 3rd. In an excerpt from the book published in The Cut, Ms. Nevels reflects on the impact that reporting Lauer's alleged abuse had on her. Nevels claimed that Lauer first sexually assaulted her while they were working at the Winter Olympics in Sochi. That was back in 2014. And had several subsequent encounters with him that she said were not consensual. She says the longtime Today host was fired the day after she filed a complaint about his alleged misconduct, which led her to receive unexpected attention from the media. Really unexpected. After his firing was announced, the next morning, Wednesday, November 29, 2017, New York Times and Variety published a slew of other allegations against Matt. The next day, she writes, an investigative reporter was texting my personal cell phone. Eventually, a tabloid began calling my coworkers at 30 Rock, apparently asking whether they were aware that I was Matt's mistress, who'd gotten him fired. A representative for Lauer did not immediately respond to Entertainment Weekly's request for comment on the book. Lauer previously had denied all of the allegations, claiming that all of his encounters with Nevels and the several other women who accused him of misconduct were consensual. Nevels ultimately did not last at NBC much longer. She said, I had a leave of absence, and that turned out to be a permanent leave. I was a train wreck. I was compulsive. I was paranoid. I was drinking all the time. I felt like I'd ruined everything, hurt and embarrassed everyone I loved. Eventually, Nevels had to check into a mental health facility. She said, I found myself in a psych ward, believing myself so worthless and damaged that the world would be better off without me.
That's sad.
The process of coming forward is still, broadly speaking, nightmarishly complicated and often self-defeating. The number of sexual assaults that are never reported, investigated, and prosecuted, she writes, is still comparatively small. Innocent men and women terrified of false allegations, or innocent men remain terrified of false allegations, while victims still face one terrible choice after another. We're left then with a system that works for nobody but the abusers. So, and Matt Lauer's pretty well. He's sure been done, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Nothing on his plate these days. I think he had plenty of money. But
Yeah, don't cry for Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
A representative for Ryan Reynolds is coming to his defense after private text messages from the actor have been made public amid the legal battle between Reynolds' wife, Blake Lively, and her How It Ends With Us director and co-star Jason Baldoni.
Justin.
Oh, yeah, Justin. Ryan got involved. What husband wouldn't support his wife and the mother of his children? A representative for Reynolds told Puck News. He saw his wife fighting daily to stand up against sexual harassment in a private and respectful way, only to face retaliation for doing so, the rep said. If anything, Ryan feels like he wasn't angry enough. He passionately believes in and will stand up for the basic right to a safe workplace free of harassment and retaliation for his wife and others. Then, now, and always.
This feels like this has been going on for 10 years.
It's been going on for a long time. Some of Reynolds' texts that were recently released as part of an ongoing legal proceeding include one sent in 2024 to his WME agent, Warren Zavala.
So 10 years.
2024.
Oh, 2024.
No, that's just 2 years. At the time, Lively and Baldoni's movie It Ends With Us was released to massive success. Was it?
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty successful.
Was it?
Because the books are really
Books very popular apparently.
Anyway, he's it's terrible that this is still having to go on.
Mm-hmm.
I think Baldoni is probably.
I don't think he'll ever work again.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody will hire him.
Let's see what else we have. Here's a divorce that you'll like.
Oh, good. A divorce I'll like.
It's a happy divorce.
Oh, good.
Patricia Azarkoya. Patricia Azarkoya Schneider has quietly filed for divorce from Rob Schneider.
Oh, good.
No, you're wrong.
After 14 years of marriage, Entertainment Weekly has confirmed that Ms. Schneider
Even she can't put up with him anymore.
quietly filed for divorce from Rob.
I remember when we had him on, and this was in the old studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what the controversy was at the time, but there was something about people of color as part of it. And his defense for his opinion on it was, well, you know, my wife is a person of color. He invoked her in whatever that discussion was that
I
we
think
were
that, what is
having.
she, Spanish?
Yeah.
So anyway, they've been married 17 years. They had 2 children together, Miranda Scarlett, who's 13, and Madeline Robbie, who's 9. And he's also, Rob Schneider is also father to singer Elle King, who has
They don't
had,
get along at
who has
all.
had nothing to do with him. After Schneider divorced his Elle's mother, she lived with her mother and never had contact with Rob. She said, I've made it clear that I've made negative comments about him. I wasn't trying to hurt him, but I just was speaking about my childhood and about my truth. And but she said, he's a dick.
Yep, he is.
Nick Frost recently told The Guardian that he manifested playing the role of Hagrid in HBO's upcoming Harry Potter series reboot by watching all 8 Harry Potter movies on television and writing the name Hagrid thousands of times by hand. As drastic as that may sound, the universe clearly listened as the Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead favorite landed the role of Hogwarts' beloved groundskeeper, previously played by the late Robbie Coltrane, on the big screen. It's pretty hard to replace Robbie Coltrane.
If anyone can, I think Nick Frost will. Of course, I'll have to take someone's word for it.
You're not going to watch
I'm
it.
not going to watch.
So, yeah. I've seen I think I saw the first movie and bits and pieces of the other ones, but Robbie Coltrane he brought a lot to that. Mahesh Babu. You know who that is?
No.
He's the director. Oh no, he's an actor. The director is S.S. Rajamouli, the director of RRR.
Yes.
His next movie is coming out, and it's called Varanasi, and they've released a trailer for it, and people are just over the moon.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah. I saw RRR, and
It's a spectacle.
it is. I mean, it's so amazingly over the top
Yeah.
that it's entertaining.
I mean, a guy fights a tiger. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
with his fists.
Okay.
You know?
White Lotus Season 4, adding some cast members. Helena Bonham Carter, Chris Messina, and somebody else. I don't know who that is. Can't find the name. Each character and exact character and plot details are being kept under wraps. The new trio of why is it only mentioned 2 there? Helena Bonham Carter, Chris Messina, Marissa Long, whoever that is. They also joined the previously announced cast members Steve Coogan, like him, Caleb Jonty Edwards, Alexander Ludwig, and A.J. Michaela.
Where's the next one set?
It will take place in France, including Paris and multiple locations along the French Riviera. Series mastermind Mike White is the writer, director, and executive producer.
He's busy with Survivor right now.
What is he on it?
He's on it.
Well, I mean, he's done with it now.
Right.
They've shot it, but
And
he will be on it in the upcoming.
Is this his first time, or
No.
is he
Second time?
He's been on it before.
Yeah.
I thought
And
I'd
he
heard
begged to come back. He loves it. It's so weird.
First time he was on, they kept saying he's a screenwriter, and he kept saying, I'm not telling them that because they'll have some weird Hollywood idea that I'm rich or something. And that was before he was anybody, you know.
He looks kind of like a rodent.
Yeah, he does.
And the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has confirmed Only 2 of the nominated original songs will be performed during the 98th Academy Awards on March 15th. Let's see. In a letter sent to all music nominees obtained by Variety, the letter says that the Best Original Song category will remain fully integrated into the broadcast, as the live performances are limited to Golden from the K-pop Demon Hunters and I Lied to You from the vampire drama Sinners. The remaining nominees in the category will not have their honored songs performed live. That means we won't get to see and hear Nick Cave sing the title song from Train Dreams. That's too bad. Well, I mean, we'll hear some of it probably.
They'll play a little.
Yeah,
clip.
but we won't see Nick Cave. This you were asking about this the other day, Gina. Alex Arnold, how much money he got paid for climbing that tower?
Oh yeah.
He was that the Train Dreams?
No.
He made way less than you might think.
He made it sound like he made crazy money.
No, he didn't. He made less than he said. It's less than my agent wanted me to get. He said he made about $500,000.
Oh. Why was he acting like he got crazy money for it? He only got $500,000 to climb that. Oh,
well, he said he didn't demand a high payday because he said, "quote I would have done it for free."
His agent said, "Don't ever tell them
yes,
that."
If there was no TV program and the building gave me permission to do the thing, I would have done it because I wanted to do it. I'm not getting paid to climb the building. I'm getting paid for the spectacle. I'm climbing the building for free. So
if you're good at something, never do it for free.
That's what the Joker said.
That's right.
All right.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
I think that's about all I have.
Yeah, that makes me want to go home and watch that now.
I know.
All right.
It holds up. If you
does.
haven't watched it in a while,
it does.
It holds up.
Weather?
Still pretty cold, 25. We have that freezing fog advisory in place until 11 a.m. So if you encounter fog, slow down because it could be slick there. Also, even though it's daylight, keep your headlights on. If you are driving in fog, you're going to need those. I don't have any accidents to tell you about, but
all right. Coming up after this, the aquarium people are here to talk about an event that they've got going.
Maybe they brought an otter, Carrie.
I asked for one. James texted me last night and says, "What would you like me to bring you?" I said, "Well, I didn't know you were coming." But
an otter?
An otter, sure. Why not? Anyway, we'll see. Stand by.
Yeah, you listen to radio.
It's Zero Res, and this time of year brings a lot of dirt and things through your house, damaging your carpets. Vax says book your carpet cleaning appointment today. Not only do you get the 4th room free, but your animals will thank you with extra love. Go to zerores.com today.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Your Jack Daniels bottle is empty, and you're all out of ammunition. What are you going to do? Well, don't panic. Come on down to Carrie and Bill's Liquor and Guns. At Carrie and Bill's Liquor and Guns, that's all we sell, liquor and guns. We feature a full line of liquor from exotic fine wines all the way up to the real hard stuff, too. We also feature a full line of guns and ammo, from small caliber handguns all the way up to semi-automatic weapons. Best of all, you'll get a case of Radio from Hell brand canned chili absolutely free with each and every purchase over $50.
Hi, we're Carrie and Bill.
And we're Carrie and Bill.
We know just how frustrating it can be to run out of liquor or ammo at odd hours.
That's why Carrie and Bill's Liquor and Guns is only open between midnight and 6 a.m. Monday through Thursday.
And from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
To find Carrie and Bill's Liquor and Guns, just call 555-1212 and ask for Ricky. He'll arrange to meet you.
Then, after a brief shakedown and blindfolding, Ricky will lead you directly to Carrie and Bill's Liquor and Guns.
Helping you continue the fine old Utah tradition of getting drunk and shooting up the place, it's Carrie and Bill's Liquor and Guns for all your liquor and gun needs.
right, 9:35.
The Loveland Living Planet Aquarium folks are here. Heidi and James, good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Here to tell us about fishes, kisses and fishes. What are you doing?
Oh, man. Get ready for the season of love, guys. It's coming up.
It's for Valentine's Day at the aquarium. Tell us, what can we do?
Yeah, so this is our annual event that we host for Valentine's Day every year. This event is super fun because it is a 21-plus event. So you have to show your ID at the door, which means no kiddos running around the aquarium. They'll have bars set up throughout the aquarium as well with alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. And then you can expect some fun education stations and special Valentine's-themed animal enrichment.
I've been doing the ads for you guys recently, and I've been saying, of course, everybody knows the aquarium's for kids, but think about it for a date night. It's a fun, different date.
We took care of everything for date night, too, because we have an on-site partner, Coral Cove, that will be a excellent place to bring your kids, drop them off, and then you have your date night.
Now bars will be located throughout the aquarium. Beverages will be available for purchase. Are there any little bits of food as well?
Yeah, so something different that we're doing this year is we're having 2 separate ticket types.
Mm-hmm.
So you can buy a VIP ticket, and that one includes a full buffet dinner that you can have dinner before, and then you can go enjoy the aquarium afterwards.
Oh, perfect.
So you can get tickets by going to what?
Right to our website, livingplanetaquarium.org.
Simple as that. That'd be a great thing for Valentine's Day, and it's on Saturday, the 14th, 6:30 to 10. That pricing will be all explained there.
I don't know how many activities there are on Valentine's Day where not only is it a fun thing for the adults, but you get child care attached to it. I mean, that's pretty amazing that you can do that.
If you're a dad like me and you kind of put everything off to the last minute, it literally is all, it's a one site that takes care of everything. If you don't have kids, great. Then you get to come and experience the aquarium after hours. And then some of the animals, are a little bit more nocturnal at times, and you get to experience it from a completely different point of view. About a bunch of rugrats.
Now,
running around.
I'm a little concerned about the otters. You're
worried?
So they're called short clawed,
small clawed.
Small clawed. That seems kind of demeaning to call them. Oh, those are small clawed otters.
Yeah, they're one of the smallest species of otter in the wild. So if you've ever seen a small clawed otter compared to like a North American river otter, we have both species at the aquarium. Mm-hmm. They are significantly smaller, which in my mind they're so cute because they're so tiny. But when they're babies, they come out just like 3-4 inches. They're so tiny.
Well, it's interesting that you were talking about the Asian small-clawed otter babies. Did you say something about that?
What?
I didn't say anything.
Nope.
I mean, but like if you were to say something about that, it's interesting.
They might be in the future.
Oh,
maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, I see.
Pending babies.
Yeah. So how big do they get then if they're so small?
I mean,
I know a regular river otter, he'll get like 2 feet.
Yeah, the North American river otter, they get pretty hefty.
Yeah, almost like a almost small dog or something.
Yeah, I would say they're about half the size of a North American river otter.
Oh,
in comparison.
perfect.
But I will tell you, they're perfect sizes to. You just want to cuddle.
Pocket
just see them,
size.
you want to just
Right in the pocket.
transportable.
Yeah.
On the way home.
Now, what is the clouded leopard? What is that?
Yes. So right now in our Asia habitat, we have our clouded leopard. She's a female. Her name is Rue. She is actually turning 14 in March. Mm-hmm. So she's there right now in Asia, and then since we're in preparation of opening our new building, we'll have some clouded leopards in that area as well.
Oh, speaking of that, how far away are we from the expansion?
Ooh, stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
All
We
right.
are we're getting close.
All right.
And so you can't miss it, especially when you're driving by on the freeway. It's interesting because so many people, from what I've heard in the past, were talking about when they would see the claw when it first got, which we call Eco, when it was first installed. Everybody's like, "What the heck is this thing?" And then all of a sudden, we built the building. People were like, "Well, you took it away. I want to see it, man." So it's just interesting to see the flip flop right there.
And you brought us little gifts. Tell people what.
Yeah, what
these
is that?
I feel so bad because I left Carrie and Bill's on my desk, but I brought you a print from one of our penguins, and I believe that's from Baby Bentley.
Yeah, so
My
we do
very
some
favorite penguin.
enrichment with them where we put some paint, animal safe paint on the floor, and they walk over it, and then we put some canvases down so that they put their little feet on the canvas with the paint on them. We do different colors for Valentine's Day. We've done like pink and blues, and it's really fun.
Mine's purple.
Now, our penguins. How are they around people? Can you?
Ooh, it depends. If they are hand reared, like Baby Bentley, who is my personal favorite, they're very. How would you describe Bentley?
Personable, maybe.
Personable. He just loves to bite you, but that's his way of showing love.
Oh,
you know,
okay. Little nip.
Just a little nip.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like a little nip from a penguin?
Sure.
It's fun because we got some macaroni penguins last year in April, and we had only had Gentoo penguins up until that point, and it's fun to see their different personalities because the macaronis are definitely more laid back than our Gentoo penguins are.
They're so much more chill.
They're still getting used to the colony, I think. But
there are so many different varieties of penguin too. I forget the number I saw the other day, but it.
Oh my gosh!
Surprising.
I don't know. I even off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure of the amount, but yeah, and it's crazy because you have cold climate penguins, warmer climate penguins, surfing penguins, you know, from movies. But
Singing penguin.
I think that's a penguin that James just invented.
What?
He goes to the cartoon shows and watches them
in his brain.
So the Loveland Living Planet Aquarium. The event is Kisses and Fishes at the aquarium. It's a 21 and over age group Valentine event, Saturday, February 14th, 6:30 to 10 p.m. You get there are beverages available. You can also opt in for a buffet dinner, and there's child care at Coral Cove if you want to get just put the little ones on ice there for a little while.
Oh, that's a great way of putting that. Jeez, why didn't I think of that? Come on, James.
Just put them on ice, and I think you should actually have ice in there. Put them on ice.
You can float around with the penguins.
Just chill
there
them.
you go.
And the pricing is, what does it start at? $30, and then it goes up from there depending on what options you want.
That's right.
So go to Loveland livingplanetaquarium.org.
.org.
All right.
Guy says there are 28 different types of penguins.
28.
Wow.
28. Jeez.
That's quite amazing. I think. Let's see. I wonder if the names are there. I'm going to click on it real quick.
Click on that link.
Yeah. I'm going to see if there's the African penguin. There's the northern rockhopper penguin. Oh, that guy's got big tufts on his head. Then there's the king penguin, the Adele penguin, the fairy penguin, those little tiny ones. The yellow-eyed penguin, the chinstrap penguin, the Magellanic penguin, the southern rockhopper penguin. Oh, they're kind of cute. Let's
Two different
see.
types of rockhoppers?
Yeah, southern and northern. The macaroni penguin, which
we have, and they look very close to the rockhoppers as well.
Do, yeah.
Now let's see, the macaroni penguin. Do they have little tufts of?
They got
stuff
the yellow looking eyebrows.
This guy right here.
Oh yeah,
that guy, is that him?
Yeah.
What
that's a guy.
about the penguin?
from Batman.
From Batman. What about no? What about
he for sure. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Look at that. Look at the little Australian little penguin. They're blue.
The little blue penguins.
They're blue.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Oh my
They're
God.
so cute.
I think we've lost Bill down the penguin.
Down the penguin hole.
I go down that rabbit hole myself a lot.
The emperor penguin. Those
That's
are
the big boy.
Big tough guys.
Yeah, and if you've ever seen a penguin molting, that's an experience.
Gina, ask about your penguin again.
How about the penguin?
There you go.
Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the erect crested penguin.
Thank you.
I don't want to say that.
Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There is a rockhopper penguin for each. There's eastern, western, southern, and northern.
For every mood.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is there a formal penguin, one with a bow tie and a top hat?
Can I tell my penguin joke?
Sure.
Guy walks up to a penguin and says, "You look like you're wearing a tuxedo." And the penguin says, "Who's to say I'm not?"
This is a good point.
It is a good point.
Oh,
That's not a
sorry,
joke.
it took me a second.
I
Yeah.
love that joke.
All right, Kisses and Fishes at the aquarium on Valentine's evening, Saturday, the February 14th. All right, thanks, you guys.
You're going to love it.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for swinging by. We'll take a break, play a song, and crawl towards the exit. Stand by.
go to D's.
Well, there's that one on 21st.
Yeah, and they,
Still
I was complaining that places that have rotating signs that don't rotate them anymore, they do. Their sign still
does it
twirls around.
The weather vane is gone.
I don't recall a weather.
There was a clown weather vane on top of it. 7th East and 21st.
Yeah, but they have that
And
kind
it's
of
gone now.
They have a kind of an oval,
Yeah.
rotating sign.
But D's Family Restaurant is different than the D's hamburger joints, right?
It's the same family, I believe.
Is it?
But yeah, I think so.
Well, let's find out.
How? Oh, I know.
You know.
Craig Worth.
Yes, Craig Worth knows these things. Our old friend of the program, Craig Worth. Here we go.
Come to D's.
You walked up to a window and ordered. In the shadow of the giant clown, the D-Burger clown, that rocked back and forth over 50 food places.
Yeah.
Let's go to D's. Let's all go to D's.
D's drive-ins were an icon of Utah up until 1982. How much of an icon? Well, first of all, most everyone who was here then can still sing the jingle.
Let's go to D's. Let's all go to D's. That's what Daddy said, and the family all agreed.
And if you're a little younger, oh sure you know this one.
Let's go to D's. Let's all go to D's. They got some great things cooking down at D's.
And
Just
I said
go down to
drive-ins.
D's.
You parked
remember
and
that one,
ordered outside. Drive-thrus, they came later.
D's Drive-In Days. Delicious.
Now the big deal was to bring home about 1 million burgers on 19-cent days. Lee and Lona Earl remember. He started as a cook at D's. He wore a bow tie and a smile, especially on those discount days, sometimes even less than 19 cents.
Like we'd had a 10-cent day or a 13-cent day where all hamburgers were extremely discounted, and that usually took a week just to get ready for it. So it was fun. It was a competition between all of us managers who could actually put out the most hamburgers in that day. My record was 1,165 dozen in a day. And that was moving.
That's 13,980 burgers. And then came the Super D. Now that changed everything.
A better, bigger burger. D's Super D.
Lee says he made them in the exact order of ingredients.
After the buns are toasted, you flip it over, put your mustard, ketchup, pickle, onion, and on the Super D had lettuce and tomato. So you put all that on there, then you put your cheese on the burger patty.
Yeah.
Flip the top on it, put it over on it, wrap it up.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Disco.
A good time. Oh, I remember the 70s.
Great things cooking. Great things cooking. Disco down.
Just go down. I wonder if Dave
Tim,
Evanoff
who's
did that.
younger, says no. It was the 80s, and I have to include the goodie box.
A big juicy burger, a bag full of fries, an ice cold drink, and a surprise.
Well, these sold the drive-ins, and summer days were no more as they once were.
Hello to summer days, D's Drive-In Days. Delicious.
Today, the name lives on in a handful of D's restaurants. And outside, yes, on top, there still is a clown from the old days.
It's gone now.
Julie Wells is a co-owner of the remaining D's restaurants. She says the name is a heritage that means a great deal to her and the regulars.
Really, it's an honor and a privilege that the family lets my business partners and myself still keep this name going. You know, it's a great institution. It's been around 88 years.
And pretty much every day, people tell her they remember the jingle of 40 years ago.
It's just a great jingle. I get the Let's All Go to D song sang to me almost daily by one of my customers.
I hate it.
When yes, you can still get a Super D just the way you could years ago.
Well, for over 80 years, the Super D, it's been consistently the same, no changes. Well, maybe one. Oh, this is a veggie burger. Aha. Craig Worth, ABC 4 News.
There you go.
Thanks, Craig.
Thank you, Craig Worth. What a great guy. That's there was a D's walk-up on Washington Boulevard, almost right about Riverdale Road. and I think it was when I was in college. I would go there, walk up, and I always got they had a fruit pie, kind of a hand pie.
Turnover.
Turnover essentially, with a big scoop of soft serve ice cream on top of it.
I just
Love that.
tweeted out a link to what Carrie just played there if you want to, because it's fun to watch it too.
Yeah.
To see the
See,
commercials
especially
and-
the disco
The
down
disco
to D's.
down to D's.
That one, and then right after that, the box, the Happy Meal thing they
Yeah.
did was a Battlestar Galactica thing.
Yeah.
With a Cylon mask on it.
Now they closed the one, the family restaurant in Ogden, the D's Family Restaurant, some time ago. My old family loved going there on Sundays, and they were very disappointed when they closed that.
We've toyed with the idea of going to the one on 21st, but it's my husband that usually proposes, hey, we should go, because he's the daddy. Yeah.
That's what Daddy says.
That's what Daddy says.
And I usually go, but
maybe you should.
Maybe we should.
That's what Daddy says, and the family all agrees, because if we don't agree, Daddy will beat us.
That's right.
Okay, Dad, we'll go to D.
Okay.
Part they left out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
That Super D actually looked pretty good, I gotta say.
All
this talk about hamburgers now.
Yeah.
All morning long, I'm just like I'm dying now.
So now, what would you what kind of where would you go to get a hamburger? Because you really, really want one now.
Do you know the best hamburger I've had recently?
What?
Was at that Utah Brewery up in Ogden.
Was it good?
Yeah, well, let's talk fast food.
Well, but let me tell you about this one, though. So, nice, big, thick patty, bacon, crisp bacon, onion straws. That's just come standard. It's not extra. That's just part of their... It's a really good burger.
Oh, I went
probably hit Crown Burger on the way home.
I went to Proper Burger most recently. That's the...
Is it good?
The one on, was it State Street?
Yeah,
there.
just down that way.
It was good. I hadn't been there in a long time. The first time I ever went there, the fries were too salty. But this time the fries were great, and the burger was good.
Ed Brass is suggesting Loco Burger at 17th South and Main.
Loco Burger.
Never heard of it. No. I trust
That sounds
you, Ed.
crazy.
I trust you, Ed.
That's Loco.
That sounds crazy.
All right. Let's see. It's 9:53, and time now for Boner of the Week.
Oh, that's why David's here.
Yes.
Always surprises me. How are you, David?
Fine.
Now you're going to have roses to sell for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. When is that? When will you have them?
Probably Wednesday or Thursday before Valentine's.
Okay, so just $5 a stem. Is that what
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. All right, Dave. So look for Dave around town. He'll have roses Wednesday or Thursday before Valentine's Day. Make sure you buy them all, because he doesn't want to get stuck with them. All right, you ready to do the Boner of the Week?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Boner candidate number 1 from Monday. This is where we are now. Nebraska mother Jamie Bonkowitz filmed and shared an encounter with Secret Service agents who visit her home to question her about a tweet. The tweet that she posted was just simply, "I can't wait for them to go on trial."
Yeah.
That was it. And so the FBI comes to her house and says that she'd been threatening the president. "I don't think so," she said. She stood her ground, and they finally left her alone. But geez. Boner candidate number 2 from Tuesday. Here's why most sports talk radio guys should not talk about politics. Minnesota Vikings radio announcer Paul Allen facing a lot of backlash after he talked about in Minnesota, these are paid protesters. And then when Mr. Preddy got shot, he made a comment about that, saying something like, I forget what it was. I guess they finally got one. Words to that effect. Boner candidate number 3 from Wednesday. Oh, come on. They're just being patriotic. Websites for Homeland Security and for ICE using Nazi slogans and Nazi songs and Nazi iconographs. Boner candidate number 4 from Thursday. ICE cards of death. The ICE in Colorado putting Ace of Spade cards into the cars of people that they have detained. And finally, the one from today, Donald Trump hanging a framed photo of himself and Vladimir Putin on the wall of the White House. He's proud of proud of his association with Donald Trump. See, I'm an important guy. Look at how important I am. All right, Dave, which one was the worst?
Today's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
You
You
did
don't
it.
do that.
No.
You shouldn't anyway.
No.
All right. There's your boner of the week. Let's see. Let's do the promo and crawl toward the exit, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Show's over.
Yeah, the faster we get out of here, the faster we can get on with the weekend.
We're coming back Monday, though, right?
I suppose.
Radio from Hell, leaving so we can come back.
Go on, get.
Monday morning here on X96. And you wrote that.
Why the long pause?
I didn't have it up.
Oh, you'll have to tighten that up, Katie.
I Bill Allreded that. I didn't have it ready.
Do a little snippy.
I've been pretty good lately.
You have been.
All right. I think we're okay.
Yeah,
So again,
What?
send us your pet pictures and videos
I sent
and
you-
stories.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent Katie my picture.
Yep.
She's gonna do some social media posts with send them to radiofromhell@x96.com.
All right. Happy birthday, Katie. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Happy birthday, Katie. Don't you know who I am?
Happy birthday, Katie. How about some hantavirus condoms?
Nick is next.
X96.